Boom! We're so fucking back. It's season 14.
Definitely
One's on this side. 1, 4, 14. That took me way longer than I'd like to admit. Anyway.
It's also backwards for the stream, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
You made it look like
quality.
season 41.
Yeah, stream 41, 1, 4, 4, 1. Anyway.
Yeah.
Stream with numbers. Yes, thank you, Tim. Stream 51. That's exactly what I was going for. Yeah, season 14. We're here. Actually, this time, you're stuck with us for the whole season. Nelson, please turn on your noise suppression.
I love the keyboard handle.
I can hear you.
He's playing DDR on his keyboard.
Yeah. Bro's going ham. Cool vibes. Right. So, lots of things to do today. Yes, we can't change the title, Sark. We kind of fucked it.
We need Steve.
We need Steve to reappear. The next time he appears, everyone harass him. No, don't do that.
Don't do that, please.
Yeah, we're here to find out the MVP for Season 13 playoffs. Obviously, Week 11 was Croc-a-Rock. I do not remember what happened in playoffs at all.
It's just in the past now. We're on Season 14, who cares?
Yeah, for some reason, Cheerio, you have to be an editor, not a mod, to change the title.
It's like a step above us.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've looked into it.
Yeah, we can tell him that Chikorita doesn't get arrested if he gives us editor puns. Problem solved.
Nice.
Yeah, is the music too loud, by the way? Sark, don't question anything. The music is a little loud. Okay. There you go. Now it's less loud for me as well, so this is fantastic.
Yeah, we tried. Sniper just tried the Nightbot command as well, and it's not giving us anything. So
maybe there's a different command, but
oh well.
Yeah, you only need the stream key. Anyway, Season 13 playoffs, guy. Boom!
Hey.
Ambipom, Joe Kimbo with the double.
Wait, I got 2.
Holy shit. Oh yeah, because I suppose there's the first round and the second round, right?
Yeah. I like the top right comment.
Monkey, Joe. Joe's MVP of the season. Poeta ways I know the season getting Poet's MVP. Won the game on the spot even when it won it better. Bonk.
Bonk all day.
Is the stream quality alright, by the way? Because I'm watching the stream on my other monitor and it looks rubbish. I don't know whether that's just me.
It's a little compact, but...
Oh, it's just because I don't have Twitch on high quality for some reason. Oh, nice. Look at that. Now it's better. Damn.
Bold words for someone who forgot to turn on VODs for the Liverpool stream, Matt.
Oh dear. Anyway.
You walked right into it.
So, let me bring 14. Up the season 14.
Also that, right, yeah, 100%. Well, we'll get to that.
We're going to start with these two teams.
Yeah.
With the Appletons and the Bulu. Here is the tier list. Wow.
Wow, much tier list.
Much tiering and listing. Crazy stuff. I'm a professional. So, straight on to Baz's draft. I think it's been long enough since the draft finished that everyone has kind of acknowledged that this draft is kind of nuts.
Yes.
It's really good. It's just this top 3 on its own just kind of goes hard.
I like how all the tier 5s actually have marginal use.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, but I definitely see these two. I mean maybe.
Yeah, we can't really make it anonymous because we keep an eye on the draft a lot more than Steve did. Plus, there's 3 of us, so there's no way it would have stayed that way. I
mean, in all fairness, I basically don't know what most of the drafts are, and I've done a tier list, so
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of goated. I really like the Moltres Terra Captain. Bye Quad Rock Sweetness. Don't need to run boots every week.
Terra Rotom is always good.
Yeah.
And then
Especially when this
Terra
Rotom...
Articuno.
I feel like this Rotom doesn't care that much about its typing as well either. Its typing
It's
doesn't
probably
make
the
it great.
least. Yeah.
I think Ice Tom. Fridge Tom, probably.
Or even Heat Tom to an extent.
Yeah, true.
I think Articuno has a 4 and a Terra Captain is very good.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. I feel like this thing could have been a low value 3, but...
Even a mid 3.
Even a mid 3, yeah. I think it's definitely one of the ones that's kind of went under the radar, so... Kind of sick. I personally think that this starts out here.
Good start.
I don't really see...
honestly, hoping Bev continues from where he left off last season.
Absolutely.
We're just going to see Flamethrower and Surf instead of Hydro Pump and Fire Blast.
Yeah, no, it's going to be like Flame Burst and...
Flame Burst. Bubble Theme.
Right, Big Timmer. I'm slightly biased. I helped Tim draft a couple of these mons to fill out his core. I'm pretty sure I helped him pick 2. And then Tim just kind of went nuts. I like the Sinister Sandaconda. I feel like they're good mons.
Fellow Sandaconda gamer.
Yes.
Not as a Terra Captain.
I like Santa Scorch. I don't think it's very good, but I like it as a mon.
It's fine.
So, like, a little bit biased. But...
I don't know what it does exactly.
No, especially when you have Dave.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just in general. Is it just damage?
I guess, yeah.
Flash Fire?
Is hard, like Coil.
I guess it has Flash Fire, but like...
I guess it helps with the fire weakness here.
When you have Hydreigon Diancie.
And
then it's just heat proof.
It's not even weak to fire, is it? Wow.
I would have, yeah. Matthew makes a good point. I am surprised it's not Terra, it's Sinister.
I think he likes the Ghost a lot, so I guess maybe he just Terra Ghost, but I don't know.
Even then, I'd like to have seen it.
Yeah.
Because it's open, so you can just be like Terra, Steel, Carbine.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have Terra Captained Gyarados.
Terra Gyarados is a demon.
In all fairness, I barely understand what Gyarados does outside of Dragon Dance.
DD Terra.
So... Okay, it's just that. Cool, sick.
Yeah. But you can actually give yourself like good flying stab with Terra Blast Fly. You can go Terra Blast Ground, Grass.
I really like this
whatever you
draft.
need.
I think it's really good.
Kamala's cool as an emergency spinner.
Yeah.
Although the good thing with this team is that you don't necessarily need to bring it.
Yeah, I mean this is the only thing that cares about spin.
Yeah, that's right, Tim.
I
did.
And this, but...
Nelson's on the phone, just sorting something out. So he'll be back in a bit. He's just on a phone call.
Nelson's trying to get his cookies.
He's trying to get his cookies.
I'm pretty sure he's genuinely just trying to get his cookies.
Yeah. And then I will say as well, I did convince Tim on the Meowstic because I was like, he was looking. I believe he was looking for a Psychic type. Cookie Surfer stream, true. Because he was looking for a Psychic type, but I think Articuno actually just went, so he was looking for a replacement for that. So we were looking at like Sigilyph, Xatu, but then I suggested to him Screens with the Gyarados Terra.
I like it.
Because it just gives him in line for that.
And Dave. Can't go wrong with Dave.
And Dave. Yeah,
I think,
it's like your Carl pick in a sense.
I think this is like, personally, I have it like
an A.
A-ish.
I like the lower tiers a little bit more on Baz's. And I think Baz's top half is slightly more... Because Sneasler is good, but I think the reason it's 1A is that it's really good as a terrain abuser, which we don't have. Which I think prevents it from being S.
That's fair, fair.
I do like the team in general, though.
I like this a lot more than I like this, though.
That's fair.
Ignore that Dave is still highlighted.
Dave is always highlighted.
Yeah, I like these three more than these three, personally. I think that's just personal preference. I like how they
very different roles.
I don't like Donphan.
I guess.
Anymore. I used to love Donphan, but I just really don't like it anymore. But yeah.
I find it funny actually in hindsight that Baz has Donphan, considering the last time we did Gen 9, he had Threads and he absolutely hated it for some reason. So now he's just resorted back to the base form.
Yeah, he's like,
I need a spinner.
The future is now, old man, kind of vibes. He doesn't need the future. He is the now. He is the now. Yeah, I liked him high A for now. Maybe he creeps into S later. We'll see. The belly bolts. Now, I have heard that some people don't like this draft. And I understand why. I see one switch in to a fairy type move.
Yeah. No steel is big.
No steel, no poison. Don't
Surprised it's Terra Tusk. Like, it's okay, but I'm surprised
I feel like I would have rather had restricted Terra on Hammer or Dirge. I feel like of those 3 restricted Terramons, I feel like they've picked the worst one.
Great Tusk isn't it? Yeah. There's a lot of pressure for Tusk.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna. It's just a very offensive team, isn't it?
What's this? Your special bulk is Articuno?
Yes. And I guess Dirge. Dirge is just kind of fat.
Also, I feel like you have the wrong terrain when you have the Raichu.
What terrain do we even have here?
You have Indeedee.
I guess it's to prevent ice shards and Sceptile, I guess. Like
it's for Poltergeist Terra. It'll win him a couple of games, I fear, because it's free Terra, so you can just Terra Blast Fight or Terra Blast Fairy.
Yes, true.
Like,
I suppose he could always Terra defensively, like with Steel, for a Steel type.
Is there a better Terra? Was there a better Terra tier? Terra, sorry. Better Mega Tier 3.
What? This is time conference, right? Boop.
I want to know when Bennett went.
Houndoom, Ampharos, and Absol were available.
Yeah.
So, I mean, probably, but like, I actually would rather have had Ampharos. I know they've got their Raichu, but you could always...
Raichu. You can make Raichu like a steel or something.
Yeah.
Something more useful for you.
Yeah, no, I think when I did my individual tier list, I spent about a second on each team.
Yeah, to be fair, Pichu, that comment, it's true, don't get me wrong. That's just Gen 9. So if we just comment on the top halves just all being good, that's just going to be the games.
How did you know that was Pichu?
I'm assuming, I believe I've seen the name before. I'm pretty confident that's Pichu anyway.
Nelson looks sad. Yeah, Chinchino doesn't feel like a tier 3 to me at all.
Tidy up, I guess.
Yeah.
Tidy up tax.
Matthew.
Tidy up with the terrain is ironic.
Matthew, he clearly hasn't been here before because he's a first-time chatter. You silly Billy.
I think he's been. I've seen it in Steve's.
Yeah, no, I think it's.
In any case,
I'm just being an ass.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty bad. This draft is gonna struggle. I think it's very messy. Also, I don't do D tiers. We have acceptable and bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're C to F.
Matthew, just because Pichu wasn't playing last season doesn't ban him from talking in the Twitch chat.
He could have shown up.
Yeah, I mean he didn't.
Same thing with like Matt.
I think this draft is amazing.
Megazam,
sorry, correction.
Shizzle.
I think this is really good.
Including Bramble.
Correction. I think this is really good.
There you go. This is the top 6 thing.
You know what? I think this is a good value tier 5. I'll even give him that.
You can see it coming.
You can see it. Lopunny could do something.
Prefer...
I just like Terra Zygarde.
It's
maybe.
not Terra Arcanine. That's a misplay.
Is it Terra restricted at all? Or
it's Terra Rotom, which I think isn't right.
That is a massive throw because Rotom Wash's best feature is its type and ability.
Terra Deancy is correct.
Yes, absolutely. Like
Terra Arcanine should be here.
And I like Terrazard.
Terra Zygarde's fine.
Why did I say Zard?
But I just don't. Zard. Yeah, it's that Terra. It's really bugging.
Sorry, Baz. Basically, what we said was this is kind of goated. It's really cool. This is crazy value. This is a good Terra choice. This is a solid Terra choice. Good job. S tier. There you go.
Right there.
There's the speed run for you, Baz. Right.
You guys are sleeping on Terra Poison, Nasty Plot Rope. No, we're not.
And yes,
Arcanine is still probably
Terra
better.
Poison, Nasty Plot Rotom. No, actually, I'm sleeping on my bed because that's real.
I mean, the top six is
Okay,
nuts,
okay.
yeah.
In all fairness, he does then say Arcanine is still better. Valid.
We're writing this out as a list
Okay,
now.
fair
apparently.
enough. Yeah, I still think this is a really good draft. I still think it goes here for now, and then it might fall down later.
Mhm.
But I think
We'll bell curve it.
yeah, I don't even know if it needs bell curving, depending on how it comes out.
Yeah.
Also, if people hate the music, by the way, let me know. I picked a random 2-hour
Seems just
video.
like a playlist thing, yeah.
It's just sounds.
Alright, Arch is back. He's got rain.
Ash is so back in his natural habitat. Also, I haven't looked at nicknames yet. I'm already enjoying them.
We've had David Swimmer.
It was a Mega Swampert, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, so he's back.
I believe it's the run back. Bridgewatch.
Bridgewatch. I don't really get that
Barely
one. It's a
legal.
reference to
Drizzle Kicks has returned.
Drizzle Kicks is back. The
Disemboweler.
Disemboweler. Oh, instead of Disemboweler. Because it's last respect is like the final vowel, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Mogala. Oh, it's just Mo Salah, but okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Belgrade.
Base.
Yeah, I just fired that.
Belgrade. Big win. Pearl Harbor.
That.
Sieg Hail. Specifically.
We've had this
Hail.
with the Ninetales as well.
Yeah.
Vascular Legion is the only mod with every vowel in its name. Oh, true, yeah.
Oh,
A
shit,
U E I O N. Alright. Thanks for that.
Why did you say N, Joe?
I was just reading the rest of it and my brain turned off, I'll be honest. Terra Multras I like. Terra Ludi makes sense.
Yeah, this is gonna have to Terra into like an electric resist.
I think he knows that.
I think he knows that, yeah. No, why is not a vowel in English?
No. Yeah, we've crossed that. We've talked about that. Techo, we can't do much about it right now.
Unfortunately, we can't change it until we pester Steve. Sorry.
Terra. Oh, Vascular Legion's free Terra.
I kind of like that, and it's both genders, right? So it's physical and special.
I'll be honest. I don't know much about Vascular Legion outside of Last Respect. But obviously that's banned. So I don't know. I've never used it without.
Wait, is Nightbot here? Have I ever seen Nightbot in this chat?
It's like here, but it doesn't seem to be active. I think it needs to be like reactivated. We're getting off topic. We'll be here forever.
I
I mean, this is going to roll teams that don't deal with water types.
Yeah, this is gonna win the games that it wins really comfortably.
The extra reason I like the Ultras is because this team struggles with grass types offensively.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Like you have Arcaladon to tank it. You have Pooper, nice. But yeah, you definitely need. Of course, in draft there's going to be anti-weather tech, like there always is. Like Utility Umbrella exists.
yeah,
Like in this conference in particular, we've already talked about it. We could get Tim doing the prankster Sunny Day Miastic or something.
yeah, true. Way to spoil Tim's win conjo. God.
We remember it at that point.
The guy in the middle is giving you the creeps. Well, maybe you should have a better name. I think that this draft is very solid. I think it's a very good rain draft. I think, like considering he's tunneled,
all in on that.
He's tunneled really, really hard into the rain, but I think he's done it well. Normally, I don't like the rain draft, but I think he's done it well this time. Sark. I think this is really cool.
I like this.
I love the Terra Raikou. No bias.
Terra Meloetta is a
That's
demon.
scary, yeah. Terra Confe is also going to be slapped on a bit. I think it's really good.
I did that. Dalmice is a great spinner. If you have to run it, I think it's more into spikes teams where you're more concerned about it. But even then, like if you want to run spin on Dalmice to open up options on Blastoise, because you don't want to always bring Blastoise with spin.
Yeah, very true.
You can just bring like Water Pulse, Ice Beam, like Pulse moves.
Dalmice has been instead. No, are there any defogs on this team? Mostly Gyarados doesn't exist.
Config gets defog.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay. So it's
As an option, yeah.
2 spinners, both pretty reliable.
You don't really need to run defog, which is good because it allows you to do a potential option of a hazard stack with Clod.
Yeah, very true. Yeah,
And then
I
you
like
just
this.
let the Typhlosion pop off late.
I
Dottler.
question this nickname choice.
Very high skill ceiling. Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully Sark learns it.
Sheer heart attack. So, this is a name.
Mhm.
I think this is a de-evolution on one of the best tier 5s to ever exist, personally.
Nice.
One of the
Yeah,
only
it does have a rain mode.
Yeah, but it's just a worse form of one of the only tier 5s to ever get 6 kills in one game.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I think this is very solid. I think it's very flexible, which will benefit Sark a lot. I think he does suit a more flexible draft where he can do some silly things, and then just have a silly Terramon that makes a Terra type and then clicks a button. So I think this does suit Sark very well. I think he's drafted into strengths.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're drafting just on the draft, so like that bit doesn't really matter. But where is Sark? There. I think this is tough.
It's a little below Atches, I think.
Yeah. The thing is, if you were to offer me the 2 choices, I'd take this one.
Just for the general flexibility,
But
I think
just don't like
the power of Rain.
Yeah. Rain is just so strong.
Yeah. And Atch knows how to use Rain.
Alright, this team.
Jeez.
This team is a mess. It's so messy. There's clearly... Like, it's just a you're not going to 6-0 me kind of vibe. You know, I'm going to take something down and then hopefully I can just break the rest of it kind of logic.
Terra Lucario as a sweeper. Terra Ogre is a demon.
Yeah.
Especially in this one.
Of course it was going to be their Terra captain.
Terra Cryogonal is...
This is so pointless. I don't understand. It's so bad. It's so terrible.
You would not give it Terra Belly Bolt?
Yeah, surely you'd give it to this, or even this. Either of these two would have been good choices.
I like the Belly Bolt as the Terra there. Ground Switch is a Cryogonal if you Terra Ogre Bomb. Oh. That is a good point.
Then that means you have to bring Cryogonal to games, and that's an L in itself.
And if the Ogrefon's Terra, then you can't even Terra the Cryogonal anyway.
It's such a shit draft. I hate it. And I can say that openly.
What does Hatchram do?
Watching.
It's just actually it's deceptively fat in all fairness. It's got pretty good bulk, but
no, that's
the team.
That's what we're saying. The only ground switching if Ogapon Terras is Cryogonal. Yeah. No, Levi, I've not got my fucking cookies. It's a bad day to be alive.
Ironically, this team needed a bug. Or like a flying.
So, can you stop spamming the chat with the same message? God, I've seen that twice. Unacceptable. That just says how bad his draft is, so I'm not gonna lie. Just pick the 6 ones, which are the most embarrassing for him to lose to. That's all I think.
You're just gonna bring Gorevis and name.
Yeah, I think that this goes in F. I think it's.
Wow.
I think it's like if you look at the Belly Bolts one, at least there are some redeeming qualities. Like this is good mon. This is a good mon. He's drafted this, which is cool. This is
Mega Banette kills a mon to open up a Garchomp on mon.
This is the most disappointing 1A you'll ever pick. I promise. Maybe outside Feeny, because fucking mid. I mean, Iron Moth is good, Sylveon's good, Bellybolt's cool.
I don't think it's F.
I feel like the Terra options are just so poorly chosen.
The bottom half does fall off, but it's just...
This is an okay tier 4. But I don't know why you've taken this when you've got this.
It's just the like top 4 apply so much pressure where I don't think it can be an F.
Well, do they really apply that much pressure?
Yeah.
You just click at like.
You see the output of these.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, the Terra Lucario is a cleanup option as well.
Mm.
Got like SD sets, Nasty Plot sets. Like, there's so much versatility.
Doesn't
as a Terra
Lucario
Captain.
just die unless it resists the move, though?
Well, it comes in on the opportunity where it can set up and then...
Gil, the border is red because all the streamers are in darkness, and it's actually red because I'm lazy.
I think it's C. I don't think it's F.
I think it's worse than the belly bolts, though. As long as we agree on that one, I don't mind.
Okay.
Fine, Gil. Fine. I'll make it blue. Not that you can see most of it anyway, because I fucked up the screen cap, but, you know, it's fine. I don't know. Do I hate Cryogonal so much that I'm not seeing that this is maybe better than this?
Potentially.
I don't know. I just think that this is a non-pick. This is a non-pick, so it's not Terra. This is so much better on paper than it is in reality. This doesn't
It's
have...
not even that good on paper.
Well,
This is the belly bolts.
Yeah, this is the belly bolts, yeah. This just doesn't have any support of any kind that's useful.
No.
This could be cool. This is alright, but why have we got this and this? And why have we got this and this?
Indeedee just feels odd.
Indeedee is weird here. Indeedee is probably the weirdest pick in the draft. This should be a steel type. This right here should be a steel type. This is cool. Good Terra. This is cool. Funny Mon. This is really good. This is good. Don't know about this. And this is fine. Despite the Steve propaganda, it's fine.
Yeah. What's the opposite of propaganda?
Not a gander.
Anti-gander. Isn't it just anti-gander? I don't know.
I like not a gander.
I don't really know.
I think
like
these are both just the same level of crap to me.
Yeah, just let them be.
C is for
We
crap.
could be here a
by the
while
way.
if we're caught up.
Anyway, the Pichu.
Pichu. There's the Orion Crown. Terrazarud is
Terrazarud is great.
insane.
Is great.
So the
I don't know if I love this personally, but I don't.
That's a Terra Captain.
I feel like it should have been this.
No, Slitherwing is stab only. So I understand why that's not.
Yeah, but isn't this stab?
I'd have liked
as well?
Terra Yuxi. Terra Yuxi or Terra Bombi over the Bolt, I think.
I think.
Actually, no, I take that back. If you're keeping it on Bolt, I don't understand why with Terra Gligar.
Yeah, isn't like most of Gligar's use from the fact that it has like fuck all weaknesses.
I remember saying when I did my tier list in VC that that is such a waste on Gligar because once you knock the Eviolite off, it dies. You just
I feel
breathe on it
like
and it's dead.
personally, I would have them as this.
Then
There's no defensive Terra. I think Terra Bug Slitherwing is just so scary.
I don't think
It
there's
seems
anything
overkill.
wrong with. I don't think there's anything wrong with a defensive Terror. I just think there's an issue when your defensive Terror.
No. That's not
Counter
what I
propaganda.
meant. That might be what I said. What I meant was that I don't like the three that I've suggested doesn't have.
The
a
thing
defensive
is-
Terra.
Oh, okay.
The
I
thing
see,
is
okay.
with Zarud, it's a defensive and offensive Terramon.
True.
So it fills both niches. It terrors defensively so it can win. Or it terrors into an offensive thing so it can win. It's you can't really classify Zarud as one or the other. So I
Yeah,
don't think you
true.
need a defensive terror as such. Which is
Yeah.
why like Rabombi Terror would be a lot better than like Gligar.
Yeah, I think this is a throw, this Terra, and this one's probably just personal preference. But this Gligar is definitely.
I mean, it might be good. I've never. I'm just, in my brain, it's just Terra Fairy because of doubles, but
Yeah, fair.
Mega Ordino is always fun. Like
This thing is.
I
I had
this
good
thing is
experience with
fun.
that.
Please do not put Mega Ordino and fun in the same sentence.
Nah, you can have fun if you click Wish and then click Ice Beam, Thunderbolt.
No, that's what
and
everyone
Flamethrower.
everyone expects you to just bring Wish and make it
Yeah,
passive.
just bring Wish through.
There's
a
so
fence,
much
man, it's
coverage.
funny. Harry loves it. You should ask Harry.
This thing when it was in 4 was such a steal. Not in Gen 6 as well.
Oh my god, yeah, that thing back then was crazy.
Impotent was taken because Morgan went, as far as I know.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah.
Even
I
then, like, sure.
I think
Emergency screens.
me and Joe alike. I don't know if Nelson agrees, but
I
I
hate
think
Savali.
Savali is so bad.
I hate.
I think it's quite nice. I think it's quite a nice value tier 4.
I mean,
If you're drafting it though, aren't you just admitting that you have a hole that you can't fill?
Didn't no? I swear, like, you drafted a Sylvali or a Type Null once, and like you really enjoyed it.
I drafted a type null, which is a very different thing than drafting a Savali.
I think it's really cool. I think I like the option of having it. The opposite of a propaganda glance.
That's great. Instead of a propaganda.
You know what, Ariana? That was pretty good.
That's Ash.
Why would I ever admit I don't have a fire type and 3 fairies? I just rather draft it. That's so real.
You can have 4 fairy types.
Rather draft Sylvali?
Alright. I don't know. This draft stresses me out. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on this to be fat, and this to be fat.
The thing is, it's like it's a couple of changes and it's fine. So I feel like it's like a B.
Yeah.
It's significantly better than the Lunala and Belly Bolt. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Zarude carries it hard.
Oh yeah, I think it comfortably just slots itself in here.
Yeah.
I don't think it quite makes it into A, but I think it's definitely slots into B quite comfortably. Yeah, I think if the Terra Captains were chosen a little bit more.
Just think like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe I can be swayed on the Terra Bolt.
I mean, if you did this
Actually,
and this,
no.
I feel like
I would be swayed more on the Bolt if you could prove that thing was good with Terra. If you didn't have Zarude as the Terra Captain, which is going to be to 95% of games.
Yeah, true.
Terra Bolt isn't going to get a chance to.
Maybe that's what they're aiming for.
Anything.
Is like the Calc Terra, I guess.
Maybe, or just removing like a weakness to ground or fairy.
Yeah, or just forcing people to like be that little bit more bulky in case it's like a Terra Electric Thunderclap or something.
I'll never say that again, Snyder.
Anyway, the Dwebbles, the newbie, the first new team this season.
The Frubbles.
Yeah. The Frubbles. The Dwebbles. Mega Man Electric, again, despite the propaganda, is actually very usable.
The only new team. Oh yeah.
Wait, is actually?
Well, only new person team, yeah.
Oh, wild.
We've loaded up on 2s and 3s. This looks like old me.
I'm gonna be real. I absolutely hate this draft with a burning passion.
Hang on,
I don't like this.
I hate Terra Register. Why? Like, you draft Register because it's such a bulky steel type. So you're like, fuck it, I'm a Terra out of it.
Yeah, surely it's this or this. And
Like,
most people go.
I think it's neither of those.
Like,
I think it's Terra Avalug.
Yes, I think I spoke to Ariana about
based.
this. I think Ariana also mentioned that when I was doing the review. Like, so Terra Avalug is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And this I hate teams, right? This is quite ironic for me, but teams that just lose to a ground type piss me off.
This is an offensive team for sure.
Does this lose to a ground type?
Yes.
Yeah.
This...
Like, you have Torn and Toad's Crawl. That's quite literally it.
And Avalug, in all fairness, is basically a ground resist.
No, if you breathe on it with a special move, it's dead.
Is it that weak special?
Well, Avalug now can't Terra to get around
I also
beating those
can't
mons
Terra.
anyway, so...
Yeah, true.
What are you Terraing Registeel? Like,
I know,
fighting for body press? But
I like this. I really like this as a Terra Captain.
Torn's fine as a Terra Captain.
Torn is fine. The Greninja's just objectively correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think Rai said that they hate it, but I think that it's really good.
What do you get? It's Protean with Terra, like
Protean with Terra is a waste. I think that you run the Terra sets when you get the Battle Bond. If you're running Battle Bond,
it's overkill. It probably is, but it also could really help with some roles. I don't know. I've never used Greninja.
That's why I imagine we're gonna. Oh, it's free Terra, so never mind. The point I was gonna make is it makes sense.
I should probably make this over.
Well, I
you
think
might
this
see us
is
sleeping it indie cam, but I don't care.
yeah, the draft struggles with a couple.
This has to be piloted well.
Yeah, I mean, if Frubbles is like a very solid player, then they'll do well with this team. But I think the average player probably struggles a little bit. I think it's like
just behind PG.
Yeah, it's not C. It's not quite as poor as the Belly Bolt draft. Right. The Osha one. I don't need to do that. I'm going to start with this. This is fucking disgusting.
Who's got his Zardex back?
The draft, I think, is really good up to the Araquanid. If we ignore the Terra column
Terra Muck.
Terra Muck is just objectively...
When it has the best defensive, one of the best defensive typings.
I was going to say, I think Galona Muck is an absolute waste. I also think Terra and Namorous Incarnate is an absolute waste.
Yeah, it's not allowed to Stella, yeah. So it's just terrible. It's just fairy and flying. No, that's a waste.
Just for Terra plus flying.
I think it should be Lilligant. Araquanid I like, and then Dragalge, right? Or Rotom. I think either of these.
Terra-ring Araquanid ever?
Terra or water bubble.
I guess Terra water, yeah.
Kind of fucks.
I think Dragalge was so missed. Like adaptability with Terra, like.
Yeah. Also, you've got the wrong.
Where's the defensive profile for Dragalge?
I think you've got the wrong Zard to draft a Ligand.
Draft a what?
The Hisuian Lilligant.
Yeah.
Oh. It doesn't matter. Hisuian Lilligant is not going to hit its moves.
No, you can't draft Zard. Why? Because you have no removal.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like maybe
you have Rotom Frost to defog.
I think the Lilligant is probably incorrect. Is what I'm more getting at. I think.
Yeah, just in general.
This fucking Terra pick here is so bad.
You've really thrown it off.
It's almost as bad as this.
I'd argue it's worse because it's on a better mon.
Yeah,
so you've thrown away making another mon viable.
It should absolutely be on Dragalge. I think you have the threat of Terra Dragon Draco adaptability fucking shit.
Just make your 3 Terra captains Araquanid to Rotom. Get rid of it on Anamorous. Get rid of it on Mug.
I mean, you could
make these 3 pop.
You could argue Lilligant instead of Rotom, I think, or instead of Araquanid.
One of many teams with 2 Terra captains. I don't think it has 2. I think it has 1. That's Araquanid.
I mean, it's going to.
And even then, it's kind of pushing it. Why is Terra Adapt shit?
Terra Adaptability isn't shit.
It's fine.
It's still...
I don't think it's as strong as it doesn't become like the same as if it was. No, wait, hang on.
It's still the biggest boost possible, so it's scary, and it's a Draco Meteor, like hits pretty hard, kind of fucks.
You also lose adaptability in your other stab, so the Terra type takes over on that stab. Okay.
I don't know. I
don't hate that line though.
I still think it's scary. Like it's another like Calc Terra, right? Where you have to Terra. If you don't respect it, you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
Or it Terra's water, and then
Then
it suddenly has.
Like if this was like a PZ, then we wouldn't be talking about it like this.
Yeah, it's just because it's got 2 fun offensive typings. But I like it, but I think they fucked it. I think this is bin worthy, honestly. I do think it falls in here.
It's higher than those 2. Yeah. Good luck with your hazards though, but yeah, I'll give you that much.
Gil and Teko.
Okay.
Time. And Matej Fidel.
As much of a meme as it is, the Mega Steelix fits really well.
I agree, but also, why are we so fucking weak to ground?
Give me one resistant Ogapon.
An Ogapon.
Jugulus doesn't. Yeah.
Jugulus, Jugulus being drafted and not a Terra captain feels weird.
Why do we have Kingdra?
I think that's just an anti-Atch pick, I'm gonna be real. I think they saw Rain, panicked.
Seriously?
And went fuck. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
When you have a Vaporeon.
Also, yeah, just a thought, guys. Just go back to this. Why have we drafted this?
Zardex and
when we have this.
I did notice that, yeah. Why does everyone that takes a tier 4 ground type Mega have that as their own ground type? I'm not in a position to answer that question, because I did exactly the same thing. Not this gen, the previous one.
I think this draft is really scary, but if I'm honest, I don't love it.
I'm surprised there's only 1 electric terrain visa.
Oh,
there's no Unburden mon. There's no other Quark Drive mon. So it's just not Terra Jug. Sarah Hatcherin like better than I think, or worse than I think it is?
I don't see what's special about Hatterene other than magic bouncing, if I'm honest.
Plan was Dragouge, but Baguette took it, so Kingdra was the play. As opposed to anything else.
I don't understand how Terra Hatterene is that insane.
It's got like really good offensive stats either side, really good defensive stats. So I think it's insane because it can just become whatever type you need it to be, and it will work. Like it could be an offensive poison type if they need it. It could be a defensive grass type if they needed it. I don't know why. Like that's a bad example when there's an Ogerpon next to it, but like you get what I mean.
I'm going back to this Kingdra real quick. If it's just me, it's really petty if you just pick something for one matchup.
Well, apparently
is that just me?
Apparently it was a backup for
How is Kingdra a backup to Dragouge?
Yeah, I still think it's just a pick for when they fight Ash to go, I have a Swift Swimmer now.
Like, I don't know. I feel we could do a lot better than that.
The real alpha would have been Draft Stun.
I mean, I personally, despite all three of those tech ups being great, I think it's like there.
Yeah, okay.
Personally, like, obviously if you guys disagree, speak up. But I think it's very meh.
Putting pickup of Flareon to Roast, right? Oh yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? I do remember that. So yeah, I stand by my point of the pettiness. It didn't even happen, did it?
Are we happy for that to go there, or do we want it to be moved?
Yeah, it's the bottom A. This has got a little jump up on Pichu's, I think.
It's much better than Pichu's, yeah, but I wouldn't say it's better than the Sarks.
Yeah, the Snorlax's draft, I think, is the craziest mashup of disgusting and garbage. We picked Cosmog, which is just a waste, but sure. Terra Primeape is not.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but in this team,
because there's the Eviolite potential. You could just Terra Ghost Rage Fist and catch someone off guard.
Ah, true.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Why are we Terra Ting Lu?
I feel like it should have been these three.
Terra Delphox would have been good, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Terra Delphox a lot.
Or I feel like it could have been these two and this, even. Like Terra.
You want Terra Mousehold?
I feel like it, yeah.
I like the Terra Togekiss.
What, like this?
Togekiss, Delphox, and like maybe, like, you could argue a few for the final slot.
I think...
I don't hate the Primeape.
This, or this, I guess are okay. But I think
Paladin's banned from Terra, yeah.
Oh, was it completely banned? In my head it was just stab.
Yeah, this...
Okay, cool.
Because it would just be Terra Water and then it's, yeah. Still, have fun breaking down Mega Venu.
I feel like outside of Electros is under a lot of pressure against any team with a good flying type.
A ground.
A good flying type as well. Like this team has no switch into a strong flying move at all. Like obviously,
ironically, if someone had like a Landorus.
I know like Tinglu, obviously, but
G-Zapdos breaks that core half. I mean.
Yeah, Zapdos literally just wins this game.
Zapdos, sorry. I read it like
outside of this, Zapdos just wins on the spot, basically.
Oh, that's in this conference too, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's on Sark's draft? Yeah.
This team is good. It will win some games because people just won't be able to break this.
Plus Eevee's going to come up with some cheese that's holding Whoosh back.
Yeah, like, I think those 3 months on their own are just going to stop some people winning. Especially with support from this, and like maybe defensive on this, and some other cringe, but yeah. So why is this called KSI?
Never question Eevee in his nicknames. He called two of the Mons cunt.
It's been called Lizzo is funny.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Mega Venu not being called KSI is a massive miss because Mega Venu still has thick fat, so you could say it's
He's
in the
bulking.
thick of it.
Yeah, he's in the...
No, this is Eevee.
He's in the thick of fat.
The thick of fat, yeah.
I think this is better than this. Like, I think it performs better. I think it's a weird draft But I think in terms of how the draft performs, I think it's better.
I like that.
Nelson, any disagreements?
Sorry, can you guys give me a TLDR? Because I feel like I'm about to very strongly disagree with you.
Team is strange, but I think it performs very well because of how it's constructed.
To the top half.
But the terrors could have been a little bit better. But...
I'm gonna be real, right? If Whoosh plays, they're topping the conference with this draft.
This is the thing. But then we're just gonna get fucking King's Rock Mousehold everywhere.
Yeah, but that's kind of funny in all fairness.
She's not happy with me. She's in trouble.
Right, let's get time done. I mean, I'm just gonna.
I think B is a good
I
average.
disagree. I disagree with that, Ben.
You don't think it's an S tier draft?
Look at this draft.
Yeah.
What do you do when Slowbro dies?
Revive it with Pormot.
Then you're using an entire mon just to bring back Slowbro.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
That's worth it. I think. I don't even. I think once Slowbro dies, you've probably chipped down basically all their team. This stupidly quick, dumb motherfucker.
Meowscarada is always good. Like
this is fake.
I don't like the Zygarde.
I think it's fucking disgusting. It's only going to have one week. It's only.
Oh wait, sorry. Finish your sentence, Ben.
I was just going to say I think the Zard is a disgusting terror. Not Zard, Zygarde.
Stop calling it Zard.
It's because I see Z and Ard, so I just Zard.
Yeah.
It's not going to have quad to ice, which is like the main way you kill it, I think. Terra Chandelure is fucking gross.
Chandelure is a good Terra.
Terra Glaceon, maybe not the strongest option, but when the other options are what they are.
The Cyclozar is so random.
I
the
think
Cyclozar is probably going to get traded out mid-trade this season.
If Shed Tail was allowed.
I mean, yeah.
But I spoke to Rye about this. I feel like the thing that lets this draft down is that it's quite messy, but it's such a sniper draft. I think Rye's exact words were like, if you give this draft to anyone else, they'll probably like do absolute shit with it.
Yeah.
But because Sniper knows what she's doing with this, it's just probably going to win every game.
I don't know. I don't see how it dies to things. Like a good ground type, yeah, but you've also got this that kills ground types. This kills ground types. This kills ground types. This will just tear into a fucking summon and kill you because it's got silly coverage.
And it's got Flash Fire, so you don't really care about tearing into a type you're weak to.
Yeah. Like, yeah, in all fairness, you have made some very good points about when Mega Slowbro dies, you do become quite defensively frail.
Yeah.
But I think killing that Mega Slowbro is going to be a lot harder than people think.
I was going to say, a lot of people, when they talk about Mega Slowbro, forget that Sniper isn't just going to let you click the button that kills Mega Slowbro.
Of course, yeah. I'm trying to, like, when I was looking at the draft, I was trying to ignore the player where possible, because...
Oh, I did not. I did not.
Yeah. I think if you give
obviously
average...
Sniper will know how to keep this thing alive.
Yeah. I think when you give this to like your standard draft player, when they look at the team and if anyone who's built this team is going to look at this and be like, okay, I need to keep Mega Bro alive as much as possible.
How? Yeah.
Like they're gonna look at it and be like, okay, this is the most important one to keep alive until I've like got everything chipped enough or I've taken out this like mon and stuff. So I feel like
it's gonna be a lot of the time where she just keeps it as Slowbro.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna stay as Slowbro a lot, and then it'll Mega.
Flubkey did this, and ironically, Flubkey also had Meowscarada, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think he did.
Ironically, bring back the Celesteela that he had, and then I'm alright with it. Sexo was meant to be Glamora, but he got sniped.
What the fuck
right,
is that?
That does answer. Does answer.
Well, how does Glamora become Cyclozar?
I mean, to be fair, it's very, very difficult to replace Glamora's role and just what it
does. 100%. But how do you go from a Pokemon that's of Glamora's style to Cyclozar?
She probably just went fuck it, Cyclozar.
Is it just because it spins?
It also gets a regenerator, I guess, which is quite nice.
Is it? It's just because it spins. Okay. Oh yeah, Glamora has what, like Mortal Spin?
Mortal Spin.
Right?
Mortal Spin.
Rapid Spin that poisons you. Fucking silly move. Okay, so I mean, at least there's a connection.
You have the hazard direction.
Ground or water or shit. So real.
Habitat's fallen into two of those categories.
You know what? Maybe I still think it's S. Do I still
I
think
disagree.
It's S? Do I still think it's S? Maybe.
I think this is worse than Tim's.
What is...
Tim's is good.
He does have some pretty goated Terra.
Tim has
captains,
insane in comparison.
It's like budget Taunty.
Yeah, you know what? Actually,
This is giga budget
I think
Taunty.
you've made a good argument there.
Second-hand budget Timu Taunty.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I caved and drafted a spinner, but I went for the most cringe spinner available and picked one that had Leech Seed and Strength Sap.
Honestly, would trade for Tim's team in this. Yeah, I really like Tim's team.
Right, it's time.
Oh god.
It's time to get into darkness
Enough.
mode.
No.
Boom. There you go. We're now in the darkness conference.
It's not time, no.
This time is scared. This conference is scared. Fuck.
Yeah.
Draft. This draft is scary. There we
This
go.
conference is scary though, I'll give you that.
I mean, yeah. Really. We'll find out just how scary I think it is later.
Chi-Yu in the sun moment.
Chi-Yu in the sun. Starmie is so depressed and stressed, and it can't even
The
hit
one
hard
thing,
because
one
it's
thing
in
with the
sun.
Chi-Yu though, I think someone brought it up either yesterday or today. If that Charizard is a Torkoal, this is a lot better for Chi-Yu. Because they fill a very similar role.
Excuse
They're
me.
the same
sorry?
speed tier.
Oh right.
They're
Okay.
just the fire type wall breaker. You need
Sorry.
like the support and bulk of
I-
Torkoal to allow the Chi-Yu to flourish.
Yes, I agree.
They just overpower each other in a weird sort of
Do
sense.
you know what I hate about this team, right? Which I feel like is an even bigger letdown,
What's that?
which might just lead in the Torkoal. Right, Chi-Yu doesn't want to run boots. Megazord
No.
physically cannot run boots.
Yeah.
And the only thing that really wants to take rocks are Sandy Shocks and Goodra, none of whom can spin. So Starmie is under a shitload of pressure because realistically Kamala's never going to come to a game. It might come like once or twice, but that just means that Starmie is under a shitload of pressure to not die
Yeah.
to Dark Move.
Um,
And I hate that.
Knock off
For-
to Sucker Punch.
Sniper. In response to that, skill issue.
I was just about to bring that up,
Terror.
right? Why is Venu not Terra?
Yeah.
Chlorophyll Venusaur, like
Terra Venu, Terra Gudra.
I don't hate the Gudra. being
Terra
Terra.
Starmie.
Nah, I
I feel like
love
Terra
it.
Starmie could have kind of gone hard.
I love it's such a cool mon, but it's shit.
Terra Starmie on a different team, I'd agree with you.
I feel like even on
But
this
it's not on-
team,
it's
I think
not
it's,
here.
I think it's better than Malamar and Kamala.
Malamar I respect because it's funny.
Yeah,
You're gonna
okay,
try
fair,
it.
yeah, you're gonna. I wouldn't allow that one.
You try it for a game, if it
Kamala's
doesn't
just
work, fuck it,
objectively
whatever.
terrible. I think.
I don't like it as Terra, yeah.
I feel
think
like
it's-
it could if they'd have gone Venusaur, Gudra, Starmie.
Venusaur,
I
Gudra,
think no one would have questioned
Starmie
it.
or Malamar, yeah.
Yeah. Because Starmie
Like, we all
is
know
so
what you wanted to
depressed.
do with Mal.
Yeah, Starmie is so depressed. It can't click water moves because the sun's going to be up. It has to
There's
spin
even-
constantly.
There's even an argument for Terra Smeagol. Not even like an offensive
Right,
thing, you just Terra Ghost to prevent the spin, right? And you just keep the hazards up for the pressure.
True. Haha Steen is there. I think this draft, unfortunately, is just a bit rubbish.
Solrock on a Sun team, I guess it makes sense.
I don't think it's rubbish. I just feel like it has the one weakness that it really does not need.
Yeah, it does just hate rocks.
It hates
Yeah,
hazards.
you can't draft a team that's going to rely on your fire types dealing damage and then
Yeah.
not having a way to prevent rocks from damaging said fire types.
I think it goes here purely because people are still going to lose to the silly sunfish.
You're
Yes.
still going to lose to the fish. Like
I'm terrified of that week
Also,
one, I'll tell you
like
that right now.
this is still like really good.
No.
This
The
is still
week
very
so-
solid. Like,
That wasn't to you, Ben, that was to the dog.
India's trying to invade my peanuts.
Well, it's all right
Just
as
it.
long as it's not my fucking shoe.
Thank you for that, Sniper.
That next draft looks calm. No, off.
Okay.
In any case, let's look at that next draft.
I think it goes in this tier.
Yeah, this one I will
this
agree with you,
draft-
just putting it there immediately.
This draft is crazy, man. Like, this
This is
is webs, very cheap webs, weird value mon,
Haunter's great as a tier 5.
Yeah. Fantastic value.
We know what this can do.
Embo is actually
Embo's
very
fun.
value. Comfy's a great Terra captain. Glowbro, I think, is just mid. It's actually kind of bad, but sure.
Grounded poison type regen pivot.
Yeah, like it comes in and leaves. Crook is fantastic. Terra captain's terrifying. Rotom
Free Terra
Wash,
Croak,
and it's
yeah.
someone that understands that you don't need to Terra captain it. Wow.
Crazy that.
This, I think, is an absolutely fantastic Terra captain. Oh no, restricted Terra.
It's
Now,
terrifying.
now I have 100 base power, 100% accurate flying move. I don't need to click Hurricane.
I disagree with that.
It's one Haunter defensive Terra to function, right?
I was gonna say I don't think you really care about the trade-off. You have Hurricane, you've got Bleak Windstorm. Like, yes, they're not 100% accurate, but
Yeah, it's
I don't
80
think
BP.
I don't think you really care that much.
I'd actually almost like to have seen a Terra Embo.
Terrible.
Terra Big Mum.
I really like the Torn Terra, but it's
Okay.
a personal thing, I suppose.
It's a fucking Torn, you don't need to
I mean,
Terra.
it's still a Torn, yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
like
And that's backed up by Kartana and then Mega Altaria with the webs, by the way. Which is
Yeah.
dummy, like insane.
oh, it is 80. Why did I think it was 100? That would be kind of broken.
Just debating on board, just didn't know if it came enough. Yeah, sure. It's probably like it's your third Terra in any case, right, Vex? Like Crook is your
Vex is
Crook and Comfey are like
Fear,
your
Action,
first and
Rage,
second combined.
Overrule.
And then you could argue like one of Ember or Slowbro.
Yeah, I feel like this
I'm
one is
not-
solid.
That could have worked.
Even Amber Palm could have worked.
Maybe.
Like, if you go with the Technician doesn't stack with Terror, unfortunately, on the
No.
weak moves, but if it is.
I don't know. This is an insane draft in any
Is
case.
this the best draft?
Go back to Baz.
I think it's better than Youngster Matt.
Like I want to see Baz's again.
Oh, I think it's better than Baz's. Baz is insane, but I prefer Vex's personally.
Moon Valiant Scissor. Moltres just. Oh, okay. No, yeah, Vex is better.
Damn.
It's a more general threat as well.
Imagine fucking up your draft, making it illegal, and then having the best draft. Also, we didn't even like talk about this.
You don't need to.
It's disgusting.
That speaks for itself.
Yeah. Altaria
No,
is the
that's my
Swiss
pain.
Army knife of a mon in draft. I love it.
It's fantastic. Oh, other
Especially on
Mega
the flip
Manectric
side of
Angel, huh? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's Yaga. Hello.
Okay, let's break this.
Let's
down
look at
slowly.
some positives down.
Mega Manectric.
Chili reception into Titan is cool. I'll give you that.
and
That's a cool.
Terrace
That's a
Terrace
cool
as well.
thing.
Titan is also
Terrace
very
Titan, chili reception, bring it in.
cool. Terrace
Potentially click belly drum.
correctly. It's just a free belly drum.
Yeah.
If you build it properly, like.
Sure, we'll give you that. The speed tiers are all over the place.
Yeah.
There's no. You go from Doug to. Oh, Joe Gillis is 108. Never mind. I thought it was. I just kind of skipped that. Tatsugiri is there because it spins.
Why do we have one
Question mark.
switch into dark types? Unless we're bringing.
Chestnut is a switch into dark type, so
I'm not a Terrors.
I mean,
It's probably
yeah, I
gonna
mean,
Terror
so
a lot,
it's-
right?
you know what I'm like with Chestnut.
Yeah.
And what was the soft spot for
It is a
Chestnut?
really good mod, no offense.
I'll be back. Chat,
Oh yeah, we've
Indy.
got one of the goat themes. This theme is
Hey.
so good. I love this theme.
Oh, it's yeah, Grudon. The only I don't know why Doug is here.
No, I think it's there because they've gone shit. I have no way of like targeting mons that make this a good win con, or this a good win con, or this a good.
But
win
the
con.
Titan Terrors to beat those mons.
Yes, but I think what they've done is they've gone shit. I've got no consistent.
Is there another Terra
Fucker.
like a tier 2 ground that's like better here?
Clod.
Claude is there.
Just stop at Clod.
Gastrodon?
Gastrodon would have been better. Hippowdon is Hippowdon's so slept on. I can't
Hippowdon's-
believe it's underafted.
Mammoth Swine?
Excuse me.
Mammoth Swine was available.
Both
It only went in Sky.
Nidos,
Both Nidos.
Quag, yeah.
Quags. Yeah.
Swampert, undrafted. That's kind of wild. Yeah, there's quite a few ground types they could have picked up. Okay, this is.
I just don't like Doug.
Yeah, no, I think this
Trio is really cool. An item called Swammer. We can only run one shit shell max. If this team needed Doug to trap things, sure. I just don't know what it needs to trap. Because I have a lot of pivots and it's kind of busted if used right. I mean, if you were able to prove us wrong with this team, I just don't know what the payoff is.
You know what? I'm gonna put this back. I think that is an excellent point, but we're basing this team on like if the average player picked it up, and I think most people fuck this up because this is a really difficult team to pilot. I agree that Arena Trap is good, but Doug Trio is just kind of fucking mid. It doesn't hit that hard.
And this was after it got its attack buffed.
Also, I feel like this got like what? It's 120 speed, 100 attack, right?
Yeah.
Trap Inch hits just as hard. Why not just take Trap Inch? It's probably more bulky as well because it runs Eviolite.
Does it?
I mean, you could.
Does it run like Sash or
like Sash or Band or like? I think you could have done the same thing with this that you're gonna do with a Trap Inch.
On your phone.
I like the thought process of draft scary, lots of pivot. Here's a trapping mon. You better choose your switch-ins well. Well, you know what? I think Doug whispering to you means that you should.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say this to you. With the pivot thing, you need to make sure that, especially later in the season, it doesn't become predictable. You need to keep people guessing on what you're going to be doing. Because otherwise this Doug Trio strat just falls flat on its face.
Yeah. There's also more than one way to get out of Arena Trap, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a couple ways you can get out of it. Like you can just not be grounded. You can be
back.
Like there's a couple of different items you can use, I think.
Shed Shell mainly.
Yeah, Shed Shell's the obvious one. I think there's another one I can think of that I'm not going to say because I might need to use it. But yeah, I don't know. I like the idea. I think the idea is good. But if your average person picks up this draft, I think it performs quite poorly. And I think, as you've been saying, every time it does a tier list, I think it is going to be C for Crustal. Yeah. I think it comes in around the same point as the Bidoof.
A little bit less than the Bidoof, I think.
Yeah. I think it's the similar in terms of they've clearly got a plan, but it's whether they'll be able to execute that plan before they're dead.
Yeah.
But it's better than having no plan.
Yeah.
So
L plan.
Exactly. I'll go C for Crustal. Exactly. The Dinos draft. I think this draft.
Can you appreciate, by the way, how many people Mega Bennett flanked? It's sniped at least like 6 people.
Right? It's kind of
myself
weird.
Included.
Wait. Oh, really? Fair.
I planned it in at one point, yeah. Because I had an idea of just killing something that stopped gouging fire and then clicking gouging fire.
Yeah, I mean that's valid. You know what, right? The thing is, I didn't really think about my team. Gil just DM'd me saying, "Yo, Mega Galade's pretty good." And then I asked someone how quick it was. They said 110, and I said, "Yeah, sure."
It's 110, yeah.
Like,
because you were asking about speed, I remember that.
Yeah, that was the only pick where I checked my speed. Anyway, Amber Mammoth.
Got another Raging Bolt Terror again. Okay, we're going to see this coming into effect then.
Another Greninja Terror as well. Both Greninja users going for the Terror. This Articuno user has terrored it. I feel like that.
I'm surprised it's not Terror Earthworm.
Yeah. Like Terror Poison Earthworm's kind of gross.
You almost have like a couple, like one too many ones that want a Terror, you know.
No, I was gonna say I like the Terror Articuno because Articuno is so bulky it just suffers from worst typing in the game syndrome.
Pretty much.
It's up there with like Bug Ice, isn't it? Ice Bug I think might be slightly worse.
I'm pretty sure that is statistically the worst.
Yeah.
Or Ice Bug, yeah, probably.
Or Bug Flying.
Oh my god, guys, there's a development for the fucking cookies.
Oh my god.
I've been given a number to call at 9 AM in the morning.
Nice.
Right. set a timer.
Terra, yeah, I'm wondering if it should have been Worm over Greninja. I mean,
I like
I
this.
don't know enough about I don't know enough about Stab Terra Bolt, but yeah, I'd have liked to have seen the Terra
clearly.
Awful.
I mean, the two people that are taking it have both done it, so clearly there's
They're both
something we've
aware.
not seen. So
Yeah.
hopefully we find out, or hopefully
Well,
we find
hopefully
out
they know.
before our
Hopefully-
games, so that we know how to get around it.
I appreciate the fact that we've got like a little Sun core here as well, because we've got 3 Protosynthesis monsters that's tier 1s, and we've just got the Ninetales being able to facilitate.
Yeah, it does mean you're going to be bringing in Ninetales to quite a lot of games.
If you can Protosynthesis Bolt, Tusk, and Screamtail, I'd say that's worth.
Okay, yeah, you make a good point with move.
And we also have Chlorophyll Luvani. Push comes to shove.
True. Is this
You can
an
prepare for Raging Bolt, fuck that one. True.
Is this an S tier draft?
Uh,
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's on
I
par with
think
Tim to Matthew. It's like it's in that range.
I think with Sun up, it clears, but because
Yeah.
obviously Sun is not permanent, I like it. I like it being bottom of S tier for now, in my opinion at least. There's going to be a lot of pressure on opponents, like keeping that like weather in check.
Yeah.
oh boy.
This draft is good.
That is really good. And then he drafted
Don't
Wood
say that,
Creo.
it's Leah. Please don't say this.
I
What?
didn't. We're talking about the draft, Nelson. We're not
I-
the draft.
As much I love the drop, but I feel like the X-Bald and the Volbeat have served no purpose on this team other than going, oh look, I'm a wannabe Isurdo.
I think these three
Like-
are all terrible picks.
Like I'm incredibly certain that
What does
Like,
Wood
I-
do? Why is it
Nothing.
here?
it has all the perks of what Doug Drio does well, but they've taken away the good bits. Like
So it
they've
has
given
nothing.
they've given like a speed lowering ability to a Pokemon that doesn't live 2
Why
moves.
is it Terra Weezing?
I don't know.
Um,
I also disagree with that. Like it's such a good typing.
And I guess
like
for
that.
maybe matchups where they feel that neutralizing gas is really relevant. Perhaps.
I also had a draft league.
This is
massive
incredible,
group of people say that Jolteon Terra with Terra Blast and Hidden Power is actually far better than a lot of people here are supposedly giving it credit for.
Wait, are we allowing both on the same set?
It's allowed
Yes.
on both, yeah.
Oh, your Raikou just got kind of cool.
So Jolteon actually gets a lot of coverage. It's
Yeah,
just
Ben
Hidden
are
Power.
gonna be out here with like Gold HP Grass. Terra Blast Ice, Gold HP Grass Raikou.
Yeah,
Terra
mate.
Blastoise is absolutely fucking terrifying when you
They
remember it.
Shell Smash, you lose.
Was X
Defensive Terra to Smash.
Damage. Yeah, damage. Jolteon hits
I
like
said
a
I made a
wet paper
transfer.
bag. Like you have to click Calm Mind to do any. It's got Phalanx syndrome.
It's just in the base power of the move. Just because Boom Burst is fucking giga.
But like the top 3 are like you could bring the top 5 every week and you'll.
I
just
think
win.
this should
I
be
can't
Terra X-Blood, not Wheezing. I think that's the issue.
Leah, I'm gonna be honest. The fact that you're surprised that Jolteon's getting slandered when Jolteon's been slandered here for like 3 years
Where have you been?
is crazy. Yeah, like Jolteon gets slandered every time it's mentioned.
Terra Normal
And I-
Boom Burst is not the hardest hitting move in the game. Terra Normal Hyper Beam is already stronger, but you know.
Terra Rocket.
It's
I mean,
probably Terra Normal Boom Burst is probably one of the it's probably the hardest hitting usable move in the game.
but like I learned the
yeah.
hard way what
No.
happens when you don't prep for Terra X-Bloud. Isurdo can explain to you what happened last season.
No,
At least
Master
one
J. Oh no, someone did draft Toxtricity. Yeah, are you mentioning that because of the silly calc that I posted?
Oh, the Nuzzle.
The Terra Electric
Psychic
physical
expanding
shift
force,
gear
yeah.
nuzzle.
Terra
But no, yeah,
Psychic
Baz, I
expanding
was
force and
just
Psychic.
being
Oh
very
yeah.
pedantic about the Hyper Beam. Boom Burst is probably one of the best ones. I think this draft is very good. I think it chills out in this range.
I want to say it's lower A because of the bottom 3.
Let me alright, this is garbage.
It's
I
just
mean,
such a.
this can do something in some games. Like,
I mean, we've seen that, yeah.
it's not everyone always underestimates it. They go, it's shit, and then they ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Although, just I don't know,
It's
there's a
severely
type.
handicapped, especially in comparison to Gen 5, because don't forget it can't do anything to Dark types anymore. It can't paralyze electric types.
Oh, true. Actually,
Like it's far worse than like if this was Gen 5, then I'd be like, yeah, sure, it could possess some decent value. But
I think it's here.
Prankster is crippled.
I like it more than the Guillotine. I think.
That's fair.
Sure. Yeah, really. That's you go with that.
The Funkal Phalanx.
Here we go.
Right, I can do my best to answer any questions that you guys will inevitably have.
Why have you drafted it?
Drafted. You know what? That's a fantastic question. I will get back to you.
I love Terra Meloetta.
Yeah, that like the minute I saw it was free Terra, I was like, I need it. I think it's so cool.
Is Cleavor restricted Terra?
No.
No, it's free Terra, but like it does its role like perfectly fine.
Just
I
get
don't
rocks
really see a need for it. You just click rocks and U-turn, and if rocks are cleared, you come back in and you click the rock button
giving
again.
Thunderous the flying stab. Is what's going on here.
Flying, yeah, the flying stab, because obviously it doesn't actually get a flying move.
And shedding the weaknesses of flying.
It sheds the weakness. It also gets rid of flying in like the niche case where like flying screws me over in a matchup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're talking about prankster months.
Yeah, it is still a prankster one, right? Like,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's fantastic.
111 speed, 125 special attack as well. Like
111
it's
speed, the most awkward speed type, and my first week is against a psychic terrain team, so fantastic.
That means Blaziken went down to priority.
So true.
Skuntank's always a good tier 4 mon.
I think I've seen you explain this because Terra Quiver funny.
For the people.
It's like I'm like when I looked at the terrors, I was far more inclined to go for Misdreavus or like something like Toad's Crawl. But then I saw Masquerade and I was kind of like, it is just a bit funny. And plus, I'm going to run it Sticky Web so often that one week I will click the Terror button and click Quiver.
Yeah.
And I'll probably have to click it a second time.
Just
but it will
load people away from their expectations of it, right?
You know, honestly, Nelly, deadass, if you didn't have Meloetta, I would have suggested Terra Greedent.
I was just thinking that.
I was also looking at this.
Like Terra Fairy Curse Greedent or something.
Well, I think
this is why I love you. This is why I love you, Phaedus. You just get me. Why Skuntank not called Subzan? Because Subzan isn't a One-Piece character.
Skunk 1.
That is an actual character, and I think
I
do enjoy this draft. I don't love that you have one switch into water type moves.
Yeah, that is an issue.
And I'm sorry for pointing that out before the season begins, Nelson.
No. I don't blame you.
We're going to see the Terra Water or Terra Grass Meloetta.
Absolutely, everyone and their nan is now about to spam water type attacks, and it's going to make you really sad.
It's fine. The Rains in Time conference. You don't have to think about
it's fair. You know what? I will give credit to one mon to counter argue that, and Mega Gyarados is fat. I didn't actually realize how fat it was.
It's actually so
until I drafted it.
Because it doesn't have an increase in speed, so it just gets in bulk and attack.
I know I've also told like 90% of people, but I have a sticky note on my computer that tells me that Mega Gyarados gets Mold Breaker and what Mold Breaker does. When I was,
does anyone have Shedinja? Are you just going to waterfall it instead of crunching it just to prove a point?
I will still crunch it because I will forget that I ignore one did not.
And you were like, oh yeah, definitely.
I like this. I think it's around here.
I think I'm quite surprised because I think on average everyone's ranked this as my best draft ever. And
it's a good draft.
I've given this is the draft I've given the fewest shits about.
I think it's
a one-piece team as well, which gives it a little bit of brownie points.
I think it is. Is it better than this?
I don't think it's better.
I need Sarks again.
I don't think it's better than Sarks.
I like Nelson's bottom mons better than this by a long while.
I think this is more flexible, right? This is kind of
Plus, Blaziken can just win.
Yeah, real. Protect.
I'm really excited to see Blaziken. I really want to see how Blaziken works. I've never seen it used in draft.
I think it's a little bit worse than Sarks.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I like Sarks.
I was gonna say Sarks draft is incredible. I really like Sarks draft.
Manual Rain Failures, hell yeah.
Shitwick.
And I think
Shitwick.
Yeah, put the Meloettas next to each other. Fuck yeah. Yeah, because Blaziken is bad. So rude.
So we've got Dave. I like the dichotomy between Mega Camel and Deoxys Speed next to each other on the
Yeah,
sheet.
it's like the slowest fully evolved Pokemon versus the fastest, almost.
One of the fastest, yeah.
I,
Terrapagos is fun.
It's a cool mon. I don't really understand what it does. I know it like hits pretty hard and it's pretty fat.
It gets spin.
It's pretty good. It has recovery, has
It
setup.
has. It's a nice versatile mon, which I think is really nice for facilitating a more awkward mon like Deoxys Speed.
Yeah, true.
Because Deoxys Speed and Terrapagos can like bounce off each other. You can either go like Terrapagos support and Deoxys Speed like nasty bot sweep, or you can go like Deoxys Hazard and then go for like weakness policy, rock polish, calm mind, Terrapagos.
Yeah, true.
You have to cover for all of it.
I don't like this.
Seriously.
I don't think it's necessary. I feel like you
What
get
else are you terroring here?
Delm or Tink, I think. Maybe not Tink, Delm. I would probably have gone
But
Delm.
I don't.
As
As much as I like Delm, I don't think it's a good Terra Captain.
But the thing is, right, with Ogerpon Cornerstone, right, it's a quick rock type with an 100% accurate rock move with an increased. It's just Stone Edge.
The
when
defense
you're quick,
boost
and
is
you get
nice.
a permanent defense boost. Yeah.
I suppose.
Well, so
Like,
you
I
don't
thought
even
I
have to
just-
terror it. You can just bring it steady.
You can also just bring it sturdy. Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
But
this is
Vaporeon
also-
I love as a defensive terror. I think it's going to fuck so many people over.
I understand the line with Swoobat because it's psychic terrain with Indeedee. So your
Swoobat's
psychic
cool.
seed to give it +2,
And you
and then you're
calm
trying to
mind.
stored power. Yeah,
Oh, God.
Swoobat is very, very cool.
but you also have to keep in mind Nasty Thought, Expanding Force, Deoxys Speed is an option, as Nelson was referring to earlier.
Oh, God,
Terra
yeah.
Boost Ivy Cudgel hits like a fucking truck. Yes. Yes, it
Simeon
does.
is good. And then Lopunny exists, I guess.
Lopunny
Switcheroo shenanigans.
No, Phalius was just horny when he made that pick. I don't think it's ever coming.
I mean, based on the
I
most
think-
recent quote in the quotes channel, yeah.
I think this is a bit of a, like, one of those strange drafts, but has potential.
It's very
to work.
Phalius.
It is
Yes.
very Phalius. I kind of agree with like the other people's opinions where it's like it's not really a great draft, but if you're basing it on how fun it looks to play and
I feel
watch,
like it's
then
like
it's an immediate S tier.
it's probably here-ish.
I like between the Snorlax and the Pichu.
Yeah, I feel like that's right.
I like the Snorlax and the Pichu.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ariana.
It's Joe Kimbo time.
It's me. Hello.
No. I know what you
Just
want.
no. Oh, I thought he's still talking to Indy. I thought it was just on me. What have we got? This draft is boring. He's made him yawn, evidently.
My issue with this draft is, I mean, it very well fits into your play style of counterplaying somebody and killing them before they can like get a grip back in the game, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I feel like it does fit into the way you play the game really well. So I think
Gotcha.
it will do well for the way you play. If I was using this draft, I would want to kill myself because there is no survivability in this team at all. And like I don't
Seriously.
as like obviously like you can switch around. You got a lot of resistances. It works well.
Oh,
that
you mean
way.
like Wish and that?
Yeah, there's no long-term gaming. It's all
That's never. That's not a problem for me.
well, exactly. That's what I
Anyway.
mean. Like, so the draft works really well for you.
Also, I'm going to bring something up. Enamorous gets Healing Wish. So, I can just get something that batters and then heal it back up again immediately. Like, do you want a second round of Gouging Fire? Here you go.
Yeah, but also that means that you can't get a 6-0, so that's a throw.
Since when have I played for Diff?
You are 3-0 Kimbo.
Exactly, I let 3 of my mons die.
Yeah, when we get down to the 4-0, something's weak and Enamorous is up. I know exactly what's coming.
I'm just going to click Healing Wish. Yeah.
You've actually found a way to force 3-0s.
No, yeah.
I think it's a very solid draft. Like, it covers basically every type. Like, everything is dual type except Sandaconda. And then
And Taurus and
yeah,
Samurai.
but your low tiers are like non-existent, really, in my opinion.
Samurai's unironically good.
I disagree.
It's a very different role to
but
Quack.
I think it's just worse.
I mean, I know it's worse. That's why it's in tier 5.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think there's ever a game where you'd be like, I don't like Quack, I'll bring Samurott instead.
No, it's never a supplement, or it never overtakes it. It's a support piece.
Yeah, I guess like in a team where they're like cripplingly weak to water, and some of the other ones just really don't go well, maybe.
It was like Samurai gets a lot of like support moves, it's like knock off, taunt, encore, flip turn, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess.
It's got a surprisingly deep move pool. Quite a few AV monsters, to be fair to you, Phalius. Like Iron Crown, Quack, Lol and Murk.
What's your removal
Maybe like a
like?
Sandaconda.
You have Defog.
Quack Evolve Spin, a Sand Slash Spin.
Is there any Defog?
I don't have Defog now.
So you got Sand Slash Spin, which personally I hate.
Fair.
And then what was the other spin? Quack.
Quack Evolve.
I feel like it doesn't enjoy spinning, but I can. kind of like waste some move slot, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. It's definitely the 4th move on the set.
Yeah, I feel like there might be quite a few scenarios where you find it's like the 5th move on the set.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it would be like you kind of have to sacrifice a move for spin. But I don't really know where
that's pretty much it, Failures, yeah. Maybe change that 30 to 20.
Well, yeah, I think that's the issue, is that you're just kind of like chip shit down and then Gouging Fire is going to come in and win.
Yeah.
Because it can just click Dragon Dance and win. Like, you could leave the thing turn 1 and it'll win games. Sadly. I think it goes here.
It might be too high, honestly. I'm sure what Nelly thinks.
I like it more than the rain stuff. Do I like it more than Sark's team, though?
Wherever you push.
You know, the Rock's weakness really does suck. Do I like it more than Nelson's team?
I'll make it work.
I mean, yeah, I don't think any of us doubt that you'll find a way to make it work. But I think in terms of a generic pilot for the draft,
Gotcha.
I think it's a somewhat relatively...
Yeah, these games aren't going to go long.
No, I think it's a high skill ceiling, high skill floor kind of logic. It's
skill.
You're either going to be able to use this team and do well, or you can't use this team and it's just going to be pain.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it belongs around these two drafts.
Right next to them.
What do you think, Nelly?
Yeah, I agree.
Common sick.
The Hero. The fucking Glalie.
I don't like this team, but I don't think that means it's bad. I think it just means I don't like it.
Terra Flygon. The Terras are all.
The Terras are
correct.
I think this could.
I almost prefer Valplume. Yeah. Glalie is just a spite pick. We all know that. There's nothing else behind that. Registeel is fine, Valplume's fine, Terra Flygon will just win games. Tokyo Sakane. Simeon Zoroark. I'm just wondering what the intended Zoroark disguises.
She. Bait the fighting moves.
I guess. Just take a fairy move instead.
True. I don't know. I guess it'll just be.
Why do we have a Pineco?
I have no idea.
I think it was just for the name, Chris Pineco.
Pineco.
The thing is I love the core. Like the defensive core from tier 2 downwards is so cool, but I just think because it's Cheerio, he just won't care. He'll run like Charge Beam Registill just to be like, yeah, now what?
Yeah.
I'm surprised to not see the Hitmonlee back. Or something a lot in that ilk.
Your
We can
Urshifu
just
switching
stick
probably
so
doesn't
people.
like a spec type. Yeah, I love the Hisuian Zoroark Urshi duo.
Okay.
I think that's quite cool. I also just love his. I'd draft Hisuian Zoroark in a heartbeat if I could actually see the sprite in a fucking game.
Yeah, because I think
So cool.
I think it makes it to A. Personally.
Yeah.
How far into A does it make it? Is it better than this? Probably yes, just because of this and this. Sorry. This and this. Being...
Yeah. Go back to Cheerios. Snackle, Pineco, Mantine. Yeah. It's just got a bit better of a bottom section.
Yeah, this, everything there is usable,
Uh-huh.
I think.
Yeah.
Whereas, realistically, you're using this. Maybe this. And probably not this.
Yeah, sure.
I think we will have to bell curve this somewhat later.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
starting
have
to
everything
get
in A.
that.
Yeah, I think we can
Oh, yay, it's me.
The memes.
The memes.
So there's the Glade we brought up earlier. It's the first Ursalina Blood Moon. Does someone else draft it in Sky?
Yeah, Finchy.
Finchy.
Finchy has it, okay.
Finchy's also done really well to build a good core around it.
Yeah.
But we'll get onto that.
Terradiancy is nice.
I really like the top 5, especially with the Terrors. I think the top 5 is very cool. I personally don't like the Terra Flareon. I really think that should have gone on Toad. Everything in their Nan gets grass coverage nowadays.
I still disagree with that line though. Terra Flareon can be used very well offensively and defensively. I don't think if you're terroring Toad, I don't think you're happy about it. Like 90% of the time.
That's entirely fair. I think it's my personal issue with Toad.
Sure, that's a fair.
I'm not going to say Ben's made a mistake. I just think, yeah.
I like how he's changed his Druddigan nickname from Legos to Moisturizer.
Yeah,
that's kind of a U-turn of a name.
This draft can play around. Yeah, it definitely can. I just feel like there is the possibility of getting caught out from some random fucking Pokemon getting Power Whip.
Nah, it won't be like last season where I... Yeah, also I have a Corviknight for grass moves. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Click your coverage electric move that does less than half?
I guess
and if you just need the general Spadef tank, that's what the Flareon and Diancie.
I guess like the only other issue I have with this team is that it's painfully slow.
Outside of Gallade and Raikou.
Like outside those two, like your team is just really slow.
What do you mean? Drapion is 95, Bramblegast is 90, Toad is 74.
Okay, counterpoint. Drapion, I don't think runs max speed very often.
Yep.
And Bramble is kind of...
Is Bramblegast ever going to come to a game?
That's the thing.
Bramblegast will come to a game, but I want to do as much griefing as possible.
I think this draft looks really fun. I think this is a Ben draft. Sure. I think this is much more of a Ben draft than what you did last season.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to do much better this season. Anyway.
I am happy with my draft, which is the first time I've been happy with my draft since Gen 4. So, good times. Where are we putting it, boys?
Let's have a look. Do we just have a streamer group in the middle of
I like the streamer group because I think all drafts are good and they all fit like our individual play styles.
The question is, who's the worst streamer?
I need to look at yours too again.
Right, all I'm saying is is Phalanx 1v1s both Mime Junior and a Litten.
Now, what do you mean? Phalanx loses to Mime Junior? What are you on about? You click no retreat. I don't.
This is what we're bringing up here.
What do you mean? I just terror.
So do I.
Yeah, but I click.
I'm so shit that I also get free terror.
I have Sash counter for Phalanx. Get fucked.
I pressed my first impression that definitely hit 6 times.
Scroll to Nelson's draft again for me.
It was so go super.
I evolve into Mr. Mime Kanto.
Oh, well,
And still died to Ironhead.
we're in the anime
No,
now.
because
You're
I
evolving
have
now.
filter.
He probably still die.
I'm max defense.
Now
Probably
you're
still
coping.
die. What do you mean?
Can you scroll to Nelson's?
Oh, I like that we're in a line.
Yeah, that's handy.
I did not notice. That's cool.
Yeah, I prefer Nelson's to Ben's.
Fuck. Okay.
Just because of the Terra options, I think.
Valid.
I really like the Terra Meloetta.
This draft
Defensive
cooked.
profile of a clam pearl.
This is Mo back.
Mo,
This draft is
Mo
nuts.
is so back.
This is insane.
This is a
Nothing
real
makes me
draft.
feel better than someone saying a draft with Mega Sceptile is good. I think it's such a cool mon.
Tree.
Christmas tree.
Yes.
Oak.
Sniper. You make a very good point. Strimmer line on sheet and on list.
Wake up in the morning.
I'm just gonna
feeling like
point this out,
Tree Fiddy.
guys. We're going so depressingly slow.
That's fine. We've almost done 2 conferences in an hour now.
An hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
It could be worse. Anyway, this is fucking sick. I love this draft. I don't like these three
I think
that
the Terra-
much, but this
Terra
is
captains,
this could come.
I think are
this
correct.
is-
Maybe outside of Metagross, you could change to Rabombi.
Yeah, I kind of like Gross though, like agility weakness policy. Disgusting.
Maybe.
Like you take the super effective hit, then you Terra to something else, so they can't finish you off. Dead.
Good to make that work, yeah. Also, I think this is the Sneasler team where it doesn't. You just come in and out.
Yeah.
You don't need to run Unburden.
It's like, oh, I'm being threatened to be hit by something. Here's Primarina, Rotom Heat, Mandibus. Aha.
Yeah. Even Metagross could be used
Metagross.
defensively. Like the defensive profile on this team is
Speeds.
really flexible.
Speeds are excellent. There's a bit of a gulf from like Perugly down to Thunderlord. But outside of that, it's all like higher 100s.
Yeah, it's like
then it
86
kinda
on
just-
heat time.
86, sorry, yeah.
And
But yeah,
Perugly
there's a
at
little bit of a-
112 or something stupid.
Yes, outspeed last year.
Ribombi is fast as fuck, isn't it? It's like 120,
120,
124.
something there.
Go on, chat. Tell us which one.
We're
of us
being
is...
very nitpicky here with
Yeah, this is an insane.
we
draft.
kinda have
It's
to
so
be.
good. I think it goes into this tier. And
I think it's the best
I think
draft.
it bumps Flopkey down.
I think it's the best. Or maybe just behind Vex's.
Don't say that. That's in our conference. I don't want to deal with the.
Yeah,
best
no, I
draft.
genuinely think the two best drafts in the league are in our conference, Nelson. It's really sad.
It's
1,
the
2,
way it is,
4.
yeah.
Let's go.
1, 2, 4.
I'm so autistic. Anyway,
Go back to Mo's real quick.
this just looks like it's.
Yeah, just a little bit below Vex's.
I think this is
Because I
better
don't
to
like. I'm not
play.
a massive fan of the Luxray.
That's valid.
Like everything on Vex's is good.
I think
and
this
you can
is going to be
bring, and it's
more
fine.
enjoyable to play, but I think Vex is probably
Sure.
an objectively slightly better team.
Yeah, I think that's right.
This.
Dragon.
Right. Fuck this team. F
Here we
tier.
go.
It's also
F-tier.
it's a dragon team, but you're also not allowed to click dragon moves back.
Effectively.
F
But
tier.
why do we have 4 of them?
Yeah, I think.
And then 3 flying types.
I think unfortunately
Well,
this is just a
from
bad draft.
well, from what I've been told, is Finchy is the one who decided on the top 6. But even then, I still don't like it. I don't like Jirachi and Aegislash on the same team.
I don't like anything. I don't like them
They
together.
both share the exact same weaknesses. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
oh,
do.
sorry, Aegislash resists bug. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not a weakness on Jirachi. It's fine.
You know, like I get they do different things, but I still don't like it. Sin's team is absolutely cracked. I very strongly disagree. It has good mons, but there's no synergy.
In Gen 8. Oh.
Oh,
Drag. Man. Yeah, true. It's only drag. Steal. It's not great.
but like again, it fits into Sin's playstyle because he knows what to do with Grimmsnarl now. Like you just set
Yeah.
up screens, and then you actually have some threats.
Yeah, this team is terrifying in like Gen 6.
But like, how do you get them in? Like your only pivot is what? Jirachi, Talonflame,
Grimstyle
Gligar.
parting shot.
Grimmsnarl passing shot. But what if?
Yeah.
But what if?
No, Blastoise gets flipped in.
Oh, it does get flip turn.
I don't think that's the problem.
I don't know. I feel
I
like
think, unfortunately, once one person shows how
tier
you
3
beat
and below
Sin,
that.
I think
Yeah,
once one person shows us how to beat Sin, I think every person then beats Sin using the same thing, because I don't know if there'll be much they can do about it.
Agreed.
Yes.
Also, can we stop terroring Gligar?
What is this garbage?
Here's a thing, by the way. Actually, speaking of Terra Gligar, if Gligar Terrors, right? What's stopping from any moderately right? This team loses to Jolteon. If Gligar
Jesus.
Terrors, like that's how bad I'm going to illustrate this.
Because it's
It
Sarah
loses
Ice
to
Jolteon, right?
Yeah, like Terra Ice Jolteon just runs through this team.
Yeah,
Casper, you bring up a set that you'd never run yourself. You would never bring that.
yeah, but Casper also doesn't win games that matter, so...
That doesn't redeem.
Easy
That
enough.
doesn't also does nothing to redeem this team. So, yeah, kind of invalid. Yeah, but
We've had
Thomas,
3
you're
people
Giga
asking if
Chat.
we're doing Terra
Yeah.
at all. this
Terra
season. We've-
Ground Talonflame then loses to the Ice Terror of the Jolteon as well.
I know
Yeah.
I know that this is I know that one is Sword, but now I'm curious as to who the other two are. Oh no.
Frubbles.
Yeah, I think unfortunately this draft is just this.
It's the worst.
I
one.
think again it looks quite funny to play, but I think it's absolute dog water.
Sorry, Tim.
That's what you get for taking my fucking
Yeah.
Personator. One of them's a stream. Oh yeah, it was Ben.
No, I asked about the Z, not the Terror. I'm not that stupid.
No.
Anyway,
maybe
it's
it
Casper
might be me.
time. I have been prepping for this draft, and I personally have not found it particularly difficult to prep for, which unfortunately...
I find that quite interesting.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I was going to
maybe
say,
that's
I'm quite
just
curious
because of
as
how
what
my
you think.
team functions, but
Potentially.
also I just kind of send in a couple Pokemon and then click a button and then...
I think this would have been an S tier draft if Casper didn't decide to not Terra Latios.
So, yeah, Terra, Eel,
Yeah.
and Pheasantipity came in for
Like,
reasons.
there is no waste of a Pokemon here except for Frillish. Zaru Terra's terrifying. Mega Pidgeot can hit
Surely, I
moves.
feel like
Terra
technically should have
Hariyama.
been this, and this, no?
Terra Hariyama should be there
Or Terra
100%.
Hariyama.
I don't know what
this,
Pheasantipity
this, and this.
does or why it needs Terra. All I
It
know
doesn't
is that
need
it's
Terra
got
to do what it does, that's the
respectables for
thing.
death.
Yeah,
Frillish is
Frillish
fine.
is actually like a acceptable tier 5, to be fair.
Thank you, Tim. Exactly the point.
Yes, I still will forever not understand this.
Yeah, unbelievably
Yeah, like
mid.
obviously,
Terra's
like
not going to
the
save
route
it.
Terra is still great, but the thing is, your predictability has just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Because when people prep for you now, they're not going, "Oh, what's Electros or Pheasantipity going to tear into?" You go, "Okay, well, what type does
What's
the
the
route need to
Zera-
resist to not
yeah.
lose?" Like,
Or what coverage does it need to
what,
break
yeah,
the
what
lock?
coverage does it need? Whereas if you had Terra Latios, like you got to prep for that shit. But Casper already knows.
Terra
this. Everyone's told
Hariyama,
him
you have
it
to
30
respect
times.
Terra into Belly Drum into like Bullet Punch or something.
I like that. There's safe ways of getting Palathin in that aren't just hard switching.
To be
Like, you've got
fair,
decent
though,
pivot ones.
yeah, to be fair, outside of the captains, there isn't much to knock.
No, in all fairness, it is a very
all
good
things
draft.
considered.
It is a very good draft.
I think Mega Pidgeot's a really fucking cool budget Mega.
It allows this stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're completely
Like,
fine with Zarude being as your only tier
Like,
2.
and you've got a great spinner. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a really
don't
good
like
draft.
Iron Treads. But I don't think it's a 1B personally. I think it's a tier 2. But
That's a bold call.
I've never seen it do
I-
anything useful. But
It's got a fantastic typing and it's got really nice support.
Support
Like you've got
utility.
Volt Switch, Spin.
It's a threat in its own right.
yeah, I knew Baz would agree with me on that one.
Yeah, that was always gonna happen.
It's like a pretty good speed tier. It's got no guard, hurricane, heat wave.
It's
a
just to
fan-
support it properly.
It's such a great pick just to be like, I need something to keep me going that isn't going to like kill my draft. It's drill, but if it learns to help others instead of kill.
Yeah,
So
basically.
real.
I like
Um,
that.
I think this is high A or low S.
I think it slots in just below the Flupkey team.
I like that.
I was gonna say I think it goes above snipers because it's a lot easier to use.
This
I
is
think, than Sniper
incredibly
Draft.
this is incredibly easy to pilot. I think
I was gonna say this is an incredibly monkey brain draft.
you
but
just
for
bring
good
like
reasons.
you bring these 5 plus one of these 4 or
Yeah.
5 even and it's pretty easy to use.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a fan of this draft. I hate to say it, but I'm a fan of the Rotom's draft.
I'm going to put this down here because I don't like having 2 rows.
Nice.
Even I would.
Right,
win with
okay,
this.
we're an hour and 40 minutes in. I'm averaging 15
Speaking of
minutes of
Thomas.
conference. Here's Thomas. I unfortunately don't like this draft.
This is
So
this is the
Thomas.
final. This is the final boss
It's
of Thomas.
so unbelievably incredibly weak to ground types,
Yes.
and you have a
Yeah.
Rotom.
What do you mean? Defensive Honchkrow?
Oh, so real. It just hates ground.
I like the Terrors.
I really like the terrors. I think Porygon Z Terror is the scariest terror that you can have. Like, I'm gonna put it out there. I think it's the best terror Pokemon on that sheet.
I think stuff like Xurkitree might be up there. But I do agree it's in the conversation, absolutely, as one of the best.
Because PZ can be agility or plot.
Yeah. And then like Terra Normal, like Terra Blast, or like just shit like that will just
Because he
kill.
can wall break or clean an offensive team.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have other mons to do both of those things. Because Kyurem, you can customize to be a defensive team or an offensive. Sharpedo doesn't have to come into a defensive team, but it can clean an offensive team. Keldeo specs wall breaks. It works in its own weird sort of way.
Yeah, you can kind of
I don't necessarily if that makes it good.
I think he's just gone, okay, here's a bunch of breakers, here's a bunch of sweepers, and here's a couple switching mons. I'm going to bring whichever breakers and sweepers are the most relevant for each matchup, and
Yep.
I'm going to kill you before you kill me.
I was gonna say
Yes.
I strongly agree that this draft, like if you're talking about type coverage, is absolute fucking dog water. But you've got to remember it's Thomas piloting it. Thomas will not make the plays that any other normal player will make, and it will win him. Like, you saw what he did to Christie last season in playoffs. Like he just kept clicking the kill button despite him not
wonderful.
being like, even though he shouldn't have clicked the kill button, and it killed like 4 Pokemon when it really shouldn't have.
I swear Thomas
Like-
didn't play Christie in playoffs.
It was the one.
It was the season
Wasn't it
before
the season
last.
before, yeah.
The last season Thomas played.
Yeah.
Like again, like it's just the person
Yeah,
piloting this will
this
pilot
This
it
is
really well.
Thomas.
This draft will work for Thomas and no one else, but
Yeah.
unfortunately
Yes.
we're not drafting it. We're not. If we were ranking every draft as if Thomas was playing,
With the person. Yeah.
then this would be the best draft. But unfortunately,
I was going to say, I think objectively speaking, I'd put this like C tier.
yeah,
Like it's just
I think
awful.
this is C for meh. It's like there.
C for if your name is Thomas, you can put it in S.
I do like it more than the Bristol Biddies just because it's got a bit more to do.
Yeah, that's fair. It's more flexible. It's
C
very
for
flexible.
champions, so real.
Let's see if we make a Steelix. I love this draft.
I think it's really good.
I
Unfortunately,
like what Ariana's done here. Yeah.
as funny as it is to be an Ariana hater sometimes,
This is good.
there's
Really
no
good.
there's no real room for hating on this draft. I don't think it is really good.
I completely understand why she's terrored the Bolton. It did do really well for her last time, but I would have loved to see Rotom Frost get out of that dog shit.
Did I
typing.
black out every time it did well? I just don't remember.
It did. I wouldn't say it like popped off like fucking Subzan's Gallade, but like when she
Yeah.
did use it for Terra, it did actually do quite well. But otherwise, I love like almost everything about this draft. It's so cool.
Bring the
I
respect
think-
on Terra Breloom.
I think the Terra Bolton just forces you to think about it. It just gives you another thing to think about when you're already trying to think about Dragapult, Hammerot.
Yeah, I mean, like
Breloom.
it's got Strongjaw, right?
Yeah, it's strong.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you got to worry about an incredibly quick mon with Strongjaw that can Terra at will. Like,
It's like 95 attack as well with Strongjaw, so it's not weak.
And
yeah, this
fast
draft
pivot
looks
worst
so
case.
fun. Like, literally, the only thing that I could even say I don't like is Galarian Slowking. That's just because I hate the Slowkings. Like,
I mean, it's
that's just a
objectively
personal
good.
issue. Like, it's just insane.
Yeah. I
can't.
there's very
I
little
can't
to
really.
not.
I am
Yeah.
struggling to fault this team.
Hazard's pressure, hazard removal is solid with Talonflame, Rotom, Silvally, maybe Kabu if it comes. Jeez, yeah.
And like, there's arguments for not even needing to like have the option for Terra Rotom Frost because you fucking chilly
Also-
reception with the Slow King, and then you get the defense boost on Rotom, and you get guaranteed blizzards. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is crazy. I don't really have much else to say. This draft is fucking insane.
I think it goes above the NKs.
I think it's about
Yes.
Baz.
I think it goes above Baz as well. I think the top three there are just an absolute mismatch. You could put them either way, and I'd probably agree.
Yeah. I think there'll be some argument for that. Even Vex at the top is funny.
Team Vex, yeah, it'll piss them off. So leave
Yeah.
it there.
Cool.
Bulldogs.
Oh, this.
Oh, the
draft.
fucking Terra packs.
This is fucking terrible. This is. It's just a meme.
I said,
really. Like, I feel like you could tell.
I'm going to bring something up. This thing exploded, right? And the Volbeat in this conversation. I said told me he was going to be drafting different ones this season.
I mean, he did draft. He did draft some.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
That's
and
one
then
you
gave
go
up.
for believing him. The fact that you'd believe for a second that I said I wouldn't draft Exploud is on you.
Well, I thought I said I was playing as Talia based on their team. So
I quite like that he's got Ninetales with Arctazol. I think that's quite fun that he has that option if he wants it.
yeah,
I
some
hate
reason-
Blacephalon. I think its design is fucking awesome, but I hate it.
For some reason, this nickname has me thinking of Last Christmas by Wham.
a man undercover.
A man
I-
under.
I had Man Down Under. It's stuck coming to my head. But
I come from a land down under.
down, yeah.
Maybe I'm just misremembering the lyrics. In all fairness, but
Man Down Under.
I like this. Like funny. Why is this here when this is here?
Swallow is so
This
pointless.
is so pointless.
This is coming from like a Swallow
Yeah.
simp.
Why have we got a Finchy draft, a Snipe draft, and an Isoto draft and just thrown them together? Yeah,
Basically.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't like Flapple. You click Dragon Dance and you miss all your moves anyway.
Throw is bad. I'm
Throw
sorry.
is terrible. I think
From
like the bottom,
experience.
I think the bottom four, if you swapped Exploud and Swallow, are never coming. Like Swallow is
Yeah.
just, it's just a worse.
Nah,
Exploud.
Volbeat's coming because.
Um,
Oh yeah,
Like-
my favorite part of last Christmas when they said Thunderbird 4.
My favourite line was actually when they shouted "the urchin."
In all caps.
Yeah, or Darren.
There's no Terra Flapple, Ariana is the
It's a
problem.
shame it's not Terra.
The Terra's on Explode.
Like you still can't ignore the top two. Like the top two as a duo are terrifying anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
it just doesn't have.
I know this
all the
this
pieces it
team
needs.
also right. Just a thought. Obviously, if this Terra is water, then it's a different conversation. But if you take out this, how do we switch into a ground type?
you don't.
Aurora Veil being up.
Oh yeah, he does have Aurora Veil as,
But-
as an option.
But
That was
also,
very
your
non-serious.
only removal is defog.
It doesn't clear your own.
Oh, does it not? Okay, that's fine.
No.
In my head, it got rid of
Mechanics
everything. It only gets rid, so it gets rid of all the hazards.
Gets rid of
but only
opponent
their
screen.
screens. So weird. All or
You're
nothing.
thinking
in my
of tidy,
opinion.
tidy up would get rid of everything.
See why
I
are they
mean,
not?
just
Why is it not
bulky
consistent?
sizzle. Just bulky sizzle is cool, but then you I say you lose one of your most offensive threats. Its base attack is still fucking ridiculous.
This is just like a B tier draft.
I think this is like perfectly mid. I feel like if a team
Yeah,
was
between
mid,
Phalius
it
and
would be
Pichu, I
this.
like that.
Terrapex is nothing special, Casper. It's fucking stab terror.
I'd argue it's a troll.
I'd argue it makes it easier to hit because you have to do less
I was
thinking.
gonna say
Once it's one
less
type,
thinking.
you just click the neutral button and it'll probably be fine.
Also, if you see Terra Pex, you're just like, oh, okay. And then you move
yeah,
on.
if the Terra Pex comes, this is instantly less threatening, and you don't have to care about this Pokemon at all because it's crap.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Right, the other
Gouging Fire.
Oh yes, I like this draft.
With terrain to prevent EQs, we've got the rapid spin support, it's Rapagos. We've got the Mega Tier 3 value again.
I have absolutely nothing to say about this team other than I'm so fucking happy I don't have to play it.
Yeah,
I do like the irony that he has Cobalion and I have Iron Ground.
Like, I hate the fact that his like top like 7 and 8 are like so fucking good that he could afford to draft Dean and it does nothing.
And make it a Terra
negatively.
captain because Cat happened.
Yeah, like Terra Sylveon, right? The trauma that thing has given me in the past is insane. But yeah, I have nothing to say. I think this team's absolutely fucking like so insane.
I'm still on the side that I don't like Terratoad.
Terra what? Sorry.
Terratoad.
Terratoad. Well, you know my stance on that. So.
Terratoad,
We've established that, yeah.
I do think it's good.
I like Terra Cobalion over it.
Cabalion's so meh. I think this immediately joins the A group. I just don't know whereabouts. I think it's better.
It's better than mine. Because
I think
it's better use of the gouging fire.
I think it's better than the streamers. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think it's. I feel like I'd rather use this than the weather team.
Yeah, I like that place between
I think teams that rank highly without like the necessity for weather always place higher than weather teams, no matter how good the weather is. Yeah. Respectfully, because if the weather goes, then it's kind of like okay, well, you kind of fucked now.
Got that feelings.
This is my favourite team.
I actually like this quite a lot.
This is the only Mamoswine. I'm just going to bring attention to that.
Yeah, I feel like this team, the only thing it struggles with is I feel like it's really predictable. I feel like you really know what's going to happen in most games.
No. Where's the removal?
There is none.
Pidgeot is your removal.
I love the Gen 9 core.
You can only break. You need like 3 boots on this team at least. You need 1 on Mola, you need 1 on Dirge. You probably need 1 on Meowscarada if you're just going to be in and out.
This team does have big button clickers, but you can't click the button if you just click Rock Move like 6 times in a row.
Yeah, Rock types are...
I feel like a lot of games with Peep are going to end within like 10 turns if anyone clicks Rocks turn 1.
I do agree with Phalius though, this looks fun.
It looks so fun. I think this team looks really fun to use.
Mola's never running boots. You'd be surprised, Tim. A lot of the Molas run boots. It's like boots or helmet are the go-to.
I feel like it goes here.
Yeah. I kind of forgot what Frubble's team is. This is better than that. Yeah. Sorry, I said that the wrong way around, didn't I? I meant I preferred the Glaceon to the double.
Oh, okay. I don't like this draft. I mean, it's not bad. It's quite good. It's honestly probably pretty good. I just don't like it.
I don't understand what Skarmory is doing in this draft.
I think I have the opposite issue of I am wondering what is helping Skarmory do everything. I feel like
I don't see what Skarmory does.
I feel like it's doing all of the defensive work in this team. Like this, okay, whack an AV on it, it takes a hit or two. Whack an AV on it, it takes a hit or two. Whack an AV on it, it takes a hit or two. But I guess that's the aim of this team is just chip stuff, kill it. Chip stuff, kill it.
You have a Volcanion, Terra Rhyperior, Hariyama. Like you've got bulk. Like you have a.
I really like the Terra Captains.
I think the Terra Captains are goated.
Yeah. Skarmory's just.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like the Skarmory is literally only here because Maisie was like, I want Skarmory on this team. I just don't see what it brings. I'm not saying Skarmory's a bad Pokemon, but I don't see what it brings.
Because I'd have actually almost preferred it if you went Corv Latias.
Oh. I don't think
because Corv at least brings.
I'm pretty sure
stuff. Latias is 1B.
Oh no, Corv isn't gone. Corv is still available.
Oh.
Corv's available and Latias is 1B. I'm just wondering. I feel like that would have fit better. Corvin's and Skarmory.
Yeah, because Corv's more flexible.
Corv brings in the mons.
The thing is, right, Sniper, is that they've said, like, Maisie's hinted at that, but they're never going to do it.
I did it once. I was into Bella.
Yeah, but that's because you got balls, Joe.
Ironically, though, that game was skipped on stream, effectively, because there weren't nicknames. Because I was playing on my phone.
And I don't know if you... I think you can in some matchups, but I understand what you mean.
Banded spikes.
You know.
You have to remember this Pokemon can run an item.
Yes, it can also run an item. Yes.
I feel like this chills in
between
this group.
Victory and the Snorlax, yeah.
I agree there. Yes, I don't think it's better than Gills at all.
No.
Why is it
Lucario,
this Terra?
This F tier. Why is Iron Leaf not Terra?
Yeah.
F tier.
No.
This could have honestly been a very solid like A tier draft, but this isn't Terra,
No.
so it's not. It's bad. Why is this Terra? What's wrong with you?
I feel
Because
like
he thinks we're all dumb.
I'm like entirely convinced that Man can.
This is the
rejoin
same
Terra.
mindset that he's had this mindset from the.
I think
He's like,
joined
yeah,
this
I'm gonna
league-
cheese people with Terra Bastiodon. It's like, Matt, no.
I'm
There's no
convinced
way.
he's just joined this league to spite Rai. He took Rai's Coco, he took Rai's Iron Leaves, and then he didn't free Terra it.
No.
I'm so confused. Let me just have base Cryogonal.
Yeah, Flygon Terra
Why do we
is
have
better.
Cryogonal?
Flygon Terra is better than Iron Leaves Terra, but why have one when you can
Why
have
the-
both?
Why?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
just double thread it.
Yeah,
I feel like the Bastion Terra will literally go one week just to be like, look at this fun niche. Still,
although,
lose
what
the
does it
game.
even do?
It just
Terra
met-
Ghost or
just
Terra
like-
Water or something.
Well, I
just
guess,
some sort of metal burst cringe or like
Bastiodon
Terra
isn't even the best Terra tier 5 Terra Rock Steel. Probopass is infinitely better.
You can at least trap in the steel types.
You can trap in, you can Volt Switch, you can like T-Wave. Bastiodon doesn't do anything. At least
Galarian
Probopass
Moltres-
would do something.
This,
Galarian Moltres still doesn't get Roost right. It's only Recovery's Rest.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Although
Yeah,
on this
so-
team I'm not sure it's about that.
outside of hating on this, I mean, you might cook, but at the same time, you've just made an.
There's a difference between
objectively-
cooking and
Indeed.
actually being successful.
No.
Well, that, and also you've just made an objectively incorrect decision. But this is
This
just
is your brain
objectively
thinking that
better.
you need to prove a point, man. No, that's not the case.
Well, you know, we move. Outside of hating on this draft, the good part of this draft, it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Mega Can Coco, Treads with an attack boost potentially is scary. Terra Flygon is always something to watch out for. Iron Leaves is still pretty good with terrain. Has lots of coverage. Shame it's quad weak to the most common move in terms of not being there.
If only there was a way around.
Yeah, imagine if you could not be quad weak. Jellicent.
I don't
really
like.
good
I don't
Mon.
like Jellison in this team.
No,
It's a cool
I think
one.
it's like
I
we've
don't-
spotted, oh, we're weak to these things. Let's fill in again.
Yeah, I don't. I felt. Yeah, I feel like that was like a panic pick. I
Well,
really don't like it in the
I
draft.
think at the same time you've also drafted two bulky Pokemon that absolutely despise the terrain you've picked.
Yeah.
They hate them.
I was gonna say you're kind of weak to your own terrain outside
incredibly
of
funny.
like treads, because obviously you want to Terra that Flygon fairly often, but I that's like the only things I can say. I still think this team is quite
Obviously,
scary.
you can run bulky Mega Kang and it'll work. I think Nelson and Gill showed that in Gen 8. It's very useful. Typhlosion, I don't understand why it's here.
Choice Scarf Eruption will hurt. You like the Greg shirt? Thanks. It's like one of my favourite comfort shirts when I'm not having a good time.
Yo,
It's really
I
nice.
have one too. I just don't know where it is.
He does. I remember we
It's
bought
back at
them
the
the
shop.
same
Pretty sure
day,
we
didn't
bought
we?
them together.
Yeah.
Cryogonal's just terrible. I don't know why anyone ever picks this crap.
What do you mean? Stark thinks it's great.
Yeah.
His
No,
Quill
enough.
Hisui
It's a
is
good
good.
one. Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I think
You need to add another ground weakness though.
if you take this, right? This is incredible. This is a fantastic first four.
Uh-huh.
This is a great addition with one minor mistake, in our opinion, because, you know, for all we know, maybe
No,
this
objectively,
is the goat.
that needs to be Terra.
These are good bulky mons, but maybe not the greatest synergy, but they're all good mons, and then this is just fucking... Okay, minus this. This and this is just a waste of picks, I think. I don't think they support what you're trying to do at all.
Mm.
I mean, maybe it'll work. Maybe they do exactly what you need them to do.
It's split into your minds. Therefore, I'm going to say split it down the middle and give it B.
I think it's better than Boldor's, 100%.
Yeah. Nah, bad.
This draft, right, I think is the coolest draft Wright has drafted.
And they actually managed to get Mimikyu in.
No, boo! Why didn't we Terra this? I mean, these are just objectively better Terra captains, but this is funny.
This is so right.
Yeah, this is very right. I like it. It is a good draft. I think automatically we know it's going up here. One of these two. I don't think it makes it this far, but
I massively respect the Sneasel pick. I think I've
It's
been
giga
wanting people
value
to show
there.
off, and I 100% will put money on the fact that Bella had a say in the Sneasel pick because she popped off with Sneasel as well, and it's such a cool Pokemon.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, Bella helps with the nicknames, as you can tell by a few of them.
Dark Claw X might go.
Steel Spark.
Like,
if Magcargo was Terra, it would be pretty cool.
yeah.
Drampa Terra is a really nice Terra captain.
Trampa's a
Yes.
nice Terra
Yuxi
captain.
is an excellent defensive Terra captain.
And or offensive with weakness
Yes.
policy sets.
I don't like that Yuxi gets nasty plot, by the way.
Also,
Spoiler alert for anyone who has to build for that.
weird, silly psychic move, the mystical power.
Psychic Noise.
Mystical power, the one that boosts your special attack.
Oh, the charge beam of Psychic
That
type.
also
Yeah.
gets.
But it's
being
guaranteed.
stupid.
Yeah.
So anyone that doesn't have a dark type, Rai's just going to bring that instead of like psychic. And now, okay, the bulk that you can't kill is now killing you. Like, I think it's
I mean,
really cool.
even if they have a dark type, you have a lot of answers to dark. You have an entire Slytherin. You have a Diancie. You have a Mimikyu if it's low enough.
This draft shoots up my rankings because it has a Mega Diancie. It's one of my favourite Pokemon of all time.
I think
this
this
is
is
an S.
better. You think this
I
is
think
S?
this is an S tier draft. Like,
I think it's an S tier draft.
Everything is value. Everything serves its own purpose. Like, the Terras are great. No one's going to have fun playing this draft, but Rai's going to have.
It has a
absolute
mascot
fucking
pick in
blast.
it as well.
I think
has a
this is.
mascot
I mean,
pick.
I think we have to agree this is not a good value.
I think we
tier
all
three
knew
for
that.
this draft, but also mascot pick. So, I personally don't think it's S, but I mean it's a 2v1, so
I mean, it's probably going to drop to
It's
A anyway with the
skip.
bell
I
curves.
think it's
Might as well
there.
just leave it
If
there.
we're bell curving, it goes top of A.
Sure.
But
Yeah, just
and
leave it there.
then
That's fine.
Me and
Oh, but Streamer Squad.
We'll see what the bell curve
You know
looks
what,
like.
Joe? That's so real.
Oh no, but Ben, fuck you.
No, I respect it.
oh, yeah, that's basically bell curved.
Well, that's close enough. Alright.
Alright, right, this isn't going to help us. We've got Levi next.
Oh wait, we're not done yet. Why am I?
I need Levi's.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to
I
say.
only
we're
got
not
4 or
done.
5. I've got 5 more. Okay.
Oh,
We should be done by half past.
Stun mode activate.
This
This is.
I
I
think
mean,
is
this is
really
just a
good
really
draft.
good draft. It's,
The only thing I don't like is that you've got a Bronzong in the sun. Like, it
I mean,
can
it's-
terror, but I still don't think you're happy about it.
It's just
The
one
same
of the
with
few times I
Crabominable.
really like a 1B as a
Yes, I think Walking Wake as a terror is actually, like,
Terra
terrifying to look
Water
at.
Hydro Steam in the sun.
I like the
Pretty
thing is, I don't
territory.
think it's going to terror that often, but the fact, like, this
You
goes
have to
back to
respect
Casper,
it.
the fact that it can terror, you have to prep for it. You have to calc terror Walking Wake.
Terra Hydro Steam in the sun. Yeah,
Like,
fun of that.
That's killing some fuckers, yeah.
Yeah,
I
good luck to
agree.
Sky.
I'm so happy I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah,
Christy's
I
going to
think
fight
this-
it in like 45 minutes.
Is this? This is.
This is A at least.
I think this is A. I think
better
this is
than the
re-
streamer drafts.
This
Yeah,
is so
for
much
sure.
better than the streamer
Is
draft.
it better than the rain draft?
I think it's next to Tim's.
I think, yeah, I really like this.
Sark and
There you
the
go.
streamers.
Oh,
Suck on the
yes. Oh, yeah,
streets.
of course. How could we forget, guys? Fucking
Ariana, why have you
Roaring
done
Moon-
that?
Roaring Moon with the protosynthesis boost,
Oh,
and you just banned it.
Is Sark
Yeah.
still here? Because he never sent me the thing that he was prepping to be used on stream.
You just ate 100 grams of peanut butter from the tub. Yo, let's go.
Fucking peanut butter. As
I
well.
don't eat it from the tub. I just blend it into my milkshake.
I don't eat peanut
Not
butter.
100 grams though. 50 is enough.
Tim, does that mean he's here? I don't really know how Twitch works. Um,
Right, Harry.
Harry. I am beyond baffled that Darkrai and G-Darn were only taken once. And both by Harry.
Yeah.
Like those two are just going to win games on their own because people
This
aren't going
is
to
just-
realize how good Darkrai is.
This is just damage the draft.
You don't really like fighting types outside of your tier 3s.
No. But then ironically you made your 2 fighting resist Terra.
Yeah.
It's not Terra Slurpuff.
No.
I'd have taken that over, bro.
Yeah, probably same. But he does just
Thunderous
really
should
like
get the
bro.
thing.
Yeah, so do you want to send me the thing? Because we'll probably look at it in like 15 minutes-ish.
Yeah.
Fellow Drudigan enjoyer. Unfortunately, I'm sharing him on with Harry, so it's sad, but...
I'm also showing him on the
And Harry already has said that he's trading this out, but like the Simi all was not worth it for the memes.
Didn't he
Like-
take it for a speed tier and then immediately draft something else at the same speed tier?
Thunderous is 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Harry's laughing emoji. He knows that he shouldn't have done it, but like it was funny in the moment. But
Okay,
it's so
okay,
shit.
that's cool. That makes sense. I'm assuming you're
Yeah,
filling it in
brought
as
up
we
the fighting
go,
type.
roughly. I mean, you
Yeah,
can't.
so
You have to wait till we're done, don't you?
Talking. I imagine he's like up to date,
Mhm.
or maybe yeah.
No.
Spreadsheet is linked to my uni account. I assume you know how to share the Google Docs. There's an option just to say anyone with the link can see it.
That's fine. We can go through a thing that we've set up whilst you finish that off. As well.
That's also true.
I mean, it's scary. It'll win games. I don't like it very much. I think it goes like tier. Personally,
I wouldn't.
It's
I don't-
lower B.
I was gonna say I think it's
Ironically,
like
it's next to his
low
brother.
B. I put it next to Subzan, yeah, actually.
I'd
Yeah, I was
rather
gonna say,
have
I don't
this draft.
think-
Okay.
I won't argue against that. I won't argue against that.
Sick.
Eevee's gatekeeping the family. Stop changing.
Bell curve.
But we're still doing it.
Right, the score bunnies.
Scunbuns.
I really like this
AKA,
draft, but
AKA, we have all of the stealth rock.
I love this team, but I think it has the same thing as like Failures and a few others, where it's like it looks so fun to play, but I just think it's an
Right.
absolute fucking
We
mess. of a
have
draft.
Mega Pinsir, and this is our clearance.
Like I feel
You have a
like
fucking Excadrill, Ben.
Yeah, but I don't.
The best spinner in the game.
I don't
that one of them.
agree that it's the best, but it is very.
I
good.
don't
It's
like
one of
that
them.
I don't like that your highest tier Pokemon don't do that much damage. Like you don't have a Pokemon that's got like some insane offensive value, except for like a Hydreigon.
Really?
Have you seen an Excadrill clip Earthquake?
Yes.
Also, when you have the Free Terra Nihilego and the Free Terra Stack Attacker and the Free Terra Fral,
I
don't know if I like the Gator that much, but I do really.
I don't
enjoy
like-
the team.
Gator is going to win games. just on its own.
Like I don't think Terra Stack Attack is all of that. If I'm honest, like you tear out your shit typing, but like
Wow.
Now that thing can open up
maybe I
entire
voted.
games. In all fairness, like you can just click Trick Room and then shit on 4 mons.
but then the rest of your team just suffers. Like
No, but you could just bring like
That's
Gerda.
it.
They can or Screamtail.
We've seen how popular Gerda was in the last one.
Screamtail isn't as slow as you think, Ben.
No, it's
one
fast.
of
It's pretty quick, but it doesn't really care about whether it's first or second. It's fat. That's what I'm
gonna
getting.
say,
At.
like,
It doesn't
the trick-
care about
like-
the Trick Room. Is what I mean.
Like the Trick Room set is obviously terrifying, but I just don't think it's very smart because like the rest of your team is just really quick, or it's not slow enough to benefit from Trick Room very well.
No, I do agree that it's not the best team
Sure.
to Taka.
That's just my opinion. I'm not
But I
like
think-
this isn't me saying this draft is bad in the slightest.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's failing to commit in one specific area.
Yeah,
I think that's my point.
True.
That's maybe.
If
maybe-
you
I
have,
feel like
like-
it's kind of, this feels like it's like the jack of all trades, master of none kind of vibe.
I think it's Jack of some.
which will work from
trades.
time to time.
Jack of some trades, potentially the master of one.
Master of one, yeah.
It's like this.
That master role is just clicking stealth rock because we have Mega Pinsir, Excadrill, Screamtail, Hydreigon, Nihilego, Stack Attacker. That's 6 stealth rockers.
It's kind of wild.
It's kind of funny. Master of vibes, yeah. Honestly, yeah, with Azazel as well. I think it's below Pichu's.
Are these the wrong way? Because I prefer this to the Pichus, but not the Bulgars. Like, is that there? Wait,
Maybe.
That is not what I just said, but that's what I meant.
If that tier 3 was a tier 2, yeah, you're so right, Fairlies.
Anyway, next. This is pretty. This on its own will just win some games. This is kind of gross.
With screen support.
Yeah, and then you have a Cerulege. I feel like it's too defensive. And I know Chris.
Team.
Yeah, I feel like you've got this, and this, and that's not defensive.
I disagree with Terra Scav.
Yeah, I think its best thing is its typing.
I would actually take Terra Grimstall. Or, like, just stab Terra Cerulege.
Yeah, I would have taken stab this.
Yeah,
Fair.
honestly.
Fair.
You just remove a weakness to let it take the hit, and then just go from there.
Even Terra Regice probably, I think, would have been a better Terra than Terra Escav. Because Ice is what makes Regice so cringe.
Yeah.
But
See,
I do
we've
think
had...
It's
alright.
draft. It's very solid.
What does Weird do?
Silly Things has got into him.
You could have also given that Terra, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
Go for the occasional agility stored power thing. It's not bad, no. It's just the main draw of Escav is its general. Do you care about fire when you have a Cerulege and a Feeny?
That's very true.
Also, a Venusaur that isn't weak.
That's not even weak to that, no.
Why Cerulege? No. They're saying they
also-
like the option of.
Cerulege is good.
Also,
Also,
Cerulege.
It would have been
Oinkologne
good
has
as a
thick
Terra.
fat too, if you want double thick fat.
Wait, what gets thick fat? I wasn't listening.
Oinkologne.
Oh, Oinkologne.
I
Cool.
think this chills, like, here-ish.
Yeah. Just behind Matt's.
Yeah.
Because Matt has more punch.
It's suffering from an identity crisis a little bit. It doesn't know whether it wants to be bulky mons to back up sweeping. With
Escav offensive Terra? I think maybe, but I feel like there's still better Terras.
I feel like most of the time Escav wants to take a hit using its typing, then hit you with its coverage move. Have you?
Maybe Terra Water Razor Shell or something, then sure.
That could be pretty big goofy to be fair. Right, the final team. It's pretty good.
Jeez.
It's like it's just pretty good, isn't it? Like,
Then we drafted a VM.
yeah, this is. I don't like this.
Appleton's okay.
I think this is bad for one reason, and that is that you got the nickname wrong.
Fair enough.
But I do like this team.
Terra... Yep.
I've never,
Then
I've
brings
never
them in.
enjoyed Infernape, but I know it is good.
You have a good lot of mons to bring in the big breakers of Morwell and
100%.
I think Fiona is such a fucking cool budget pick now that it gets Take Heart as a move.
My only thing... This team could have done with a Trick Room setter. I mean, you have Farigarath, I guess, but you've got... Is that what you're wanting to do with Farigarath all the time?
I assume that is his Trick Room option. Because I so strongly agree. You've got Bug,
Potentially have a
Blood Moon,
second
and
one.
Mawile. Like, I like that it has the option to go Trick Room as a fuck you.
Like, hopefully, maybe it could have been a second Trick Room.
Because it's got Armor Tail, so it can't be hit with priority. It's got Sap Sipper if you need it.
Get
I
like
think,
a...
unironically, there's actually a really good Charizard check, like Megazard Y. You Terra Rock with Sap Sipper, and unless they're running fucking Scorching
Oh my
Sands, like that's what I used to check it, and when we did Gen 9, it worked. It
I
was
did
great.
that with Chestnut, actually.
Yeah, like
I'm
It's
a
actually-
massive fan of this draft.
it's unironically pretty good.
And you've got web support if you don't want to run Trick
Yeah,
Room.
Farigarath is an insane tier 4. I think it's one of those where like it's probably a bit mid in tier 3, so you just let it have tier 4 because it's cool. It doesn't fit in a lot of teams, so
Yeah, I love this draft. I think this looks so fun. The only issue I have with this draft is that I don't think Finchy knows how to pilot a draft that isn't stall.
I think it would be fun to see him come out of his comfort zone. I'm actually
I
really
think
looking
it'll.
forward to seeing
I
it.
think it'll take him like a week or two to get to grips with how.
Didn't we say that when he went into stall, and now he's just coming back?
Hasn't
Yes.
hasn't he always been a stall gamer?
No,
not
he
compared
used
to the season that he had to stall.
He used to play like balanced offense, and then he went to kind of hard stall, and now he's kind of just gone. Fuck it, that's actually kind of boring. We're gonna go back.
Like mid to high A.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, mid to high A.
Where mid to high A, like.
And then Sark said, "Can you send him the finish?"
I like here. Yeah, sick.
That's good. So yeah, lob that to Sark.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Bell curve.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Perfect. Phalius gets moved up. I like
Phalius gets to sneak back into B tier. Well done, Phalius.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll send this to Sark. And then while Sark does his thing, we're going to take a little small break from tier list to look at something that we've been doing in our spare time this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And we have gone a little bit for crazy, as some of you might be able to read. We've predicted some things for the stream. And when I say some things, I mean we've predicted every fixture.
Brace yourselves.
And we've got some interesting results from this.
I would like to quickly preface my predictions by saying I spent like 4 hours doing this because I couldn't find the motivation to fill in the sheets. So if you're unhappy with any of my predictions, all I'm going to say is womp womp. I didn't put much effort into this.
This is also, for mine and Ben's one, a lot of our game choices are just vibe based rather than looking at like matchups or anything.
Joe, I can confirm to you that Nelson is in the same club.
Okay, cool.
All of us, I don't think any of us spent more than about 8 seconds on each fixture.
It was like, yeah, this one's this one.
There were so many, we couldn't be...
Do you know what I did for the fixtures? I had my left index finger on the 0 key, and I literally looked at each matchup and just went, yeah, you look like you'd win. Put the 0 in the other conference and just went down, and then I went, I wonder what you'd win by. And I'm pretty sure I don't put any matchup below a diff of 3.
I'm going to give you one little spoiler here, Baz. There is at least one person who hasn't predicted you to go 7 and 5.
All right, shall we?
Right. So, by the way, I'm not telling you any more information because I set this spreadsheet up in the most fucked awful way possible. So you're gonna learn which conference is first by me pressing the up arrow.
Yeah.
There you go. We've all predicted Peep to come bottom of what conference is Peep in? Sky, probably Sky.
My diff is so painfully harsh in comparison to yours. And
I predicted Peep to get a win.
For the bye week, we've just ignored the bye week.
Oh yeah, bye
weeks don't count towards anything.
No, Phalius. This is not one combined prediction. This is yeah. I'm not going to go through like our individual fixture predictions because that's long. Who is who? I'm on the left. I'm number 1.
Nelson's in the middle.
Joe's on the right.
If you guys get confused, the tabs at the bottom are true for like every sheet.
Oh yeah.
Thought streamers were toxic. I am toxic.
Yeah, pretty much order of camera. Yeah. Anyway, so next. We actually have some variation already, which is fantastic.
The Azazel hate is
Nelson hates dads.
I feel so bad because I didn't realise this until I amalgamated it. But like,
oh yeah,
that's one of the things as well. You like put results in and then you realise, wait, I'm such a hater of this person accidentally.
Yeah, I want to talk about something that I did with Azazel accidentally before I looked at it and went, okay, how has that happened? But I'll get to that later once Azazel appears on mine.
That's the point, Baz. I wasn't paying attention to how many games I'd had people winning because I did the fixtures before I did the standings.
One by one.
Yeah, we did. That was the rule. We did all the fixtures and then we added it up. So we couldn't because
I did it the opposite way first. I did the standings first before I realised how stupid that was, and I had Azazel 7th, and now he's 13th.
He's 12th.
Good job.
12th, sorry. Might as well be 13.
So next up in 11th place, we have
everyone different.
Nelson.
I could see all 3 of these in the same place. Harry's luck has to run out eventually. I'm sorry, Harry has been bailed out every season, and I just don't see Harry doing very well if his luck runs out.
I think Harry is the most rogue one here so far.
I would agree with that.
I think Christy could just not understand her team.
I understand Christy made playoffs last season. I mean, Harry did with fucking Nelson thing.
Yeah, Harry. I
But
think Nelson just doesn't like you.
In my head, I still need to be convinced of Christie,
That's
but I
fair.
don't know why.
Well, that's my standing with Harry. Like, I don't think Harry's a bad player. Like, and this is also just a testament to how good the
Welcome to
conferences are.
Sgfm, where none of the players are bad, and this
But
doesn't
it's
matter.
like Harry has a lot of games where he gets bailed out. Like, for example, the non-skill in Cloister hitting 5 times to win in the game.
Oh yeah.
Or like the insane amount of crits or like paralysis that he gets. I feel like I still want him to have a season where he hasn't bullshitted a lot of his games.
Want to talk about the other pick though, with Isurdo?
I also do feel bad though, Harry. Don't hate me.
I'm gonna be real. I just think his draft's crap, and he didn't play.
You went with that one.
He didn't play very well last season, and I'm not super confident that he has the draft to turn that around. So I feel like his confidence is gonna suffer. So I feel
agree.
like
I
I feel like
also-
he's gonna underperform again.
It also does look like a non-Isurdo draft. Like Isurdo was
Yeah.
very used to his IRA
Yeah.
T-shirts draft, which obviously helps him out a lot because that was also quite
Right.
an underwhelming draft.
I'm turning my
Yeah, so
I
light back
agree
on. I
with
look
that.
like a fucking ghost.
I mean, Tim did ask you to turn it on for Sky, so maybe it's just belated.
There you go. Okay.
Right, who's next? I actually can't remember who I put next. I'm
I
not
don't
looking
remember
at
mine
my-
at all.
Boom.
And then
Okay,
I
I've got Harry
Isurdo,
there.
Oh,
and then
oh,
I
wow.
Isurdo.
Oh. Right. Okay. Why am I?
It's really interesting
Right.
that mine and Nelson's are like Harry on almost the same record.
Oh yeah. Wait.
This
It's just
this
the
what I mean,
placement.
like,
It's
this is-
just
Yeah.
I mean, like again, like Harry, I've just seen your message. Like again, it's literally zero disrespect to you, but it's also is just a testament to how fucking
Also,
cracked every conference
Can we just
is.
appreciate that I'm like a chronic Harry hater? No, I don't actually
And
hate
he's-
Harry, by the way. I
Yeah.
don't hate Harry, just to be clear.
Harry was
I
one
have
of the
no
ones
issue
after
with
I'd done the
Harry, but-
fixtures. I'm like, wait, I BM'd Harry this much with my fixtures. Like, what the hell? Like this one caught me off guard, but it's just the way that it ended up.
I was surprised when I like was finishing off the stats for your guys' ones. I say finishing off when I was looking at them.
I
for
am
the
I
other
am a
things
cat.
was
I am a
doing.
cat believer.
You are a
That's it.
cat believer, Joe. Aggressively so.
With fellow gouging fire.
The thing is, I'm now inclined to agree with Joe because I've ranked Cat quite highly, and I remember this. And then literally 20 minutes later, Cat joins a call and goes, rank me poorly, I'm now shit at Pokemon. And I went, well, fuck.
Yeah, he said that, and I was
Let's
like,
see how this
cool
goes.
vibes. 9th. The
Thomas is
the
amazing.
wait. Also, me and Nelson have Thomas with the exact same
The
record,
exact same.
which is weird.
Except Nelson
Except
has
you have
him as
him
a
winning-
minus
yeah,
5
I
streak.
was going to say, you have him winning a game that I have him losing, so I'll be interested. But I
Surprised
just feel like...
Ben
I feel
hasn't
like
even
Tom-
had his Azel yet, damn.
I feel like Thomas's mentality can only work so much.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to do the same thing every week and not care, but he's going to lose a lot of games because of it, but he won't care.
Yeah.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, Joe. So it's funny you mention Azazel, right?
Mm.
I
Are you a Azel believer?
I'm a Dad's Azazel believer.
Gotcha.
2, Ariana. We're starting with Sky because it was
So we can
it's
scroll
the
up.
third
From the
one.
bottom up.
It's the easiest way for me to go up. I'm just low
Yeah.
IQ. We move. With Azazel's draft, I also didn't really look at it. I saw a couple good mons. I was like, yeah, it's a good draft. They're going to do well. And then we've gone through it, and now I'm somewhat.
I was
already,
very aware of Azel's drafts. 'cause it helped a
Yeah,
bit.
I'm somewhat already regretting where I put Azazel. But number 8
Again, no
is
disrespect.
in. We have.
See, man, Levi for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you had Levi 6 and 6 in 8th.
You're now understanding how compact Sky is for me.
Yeah, you had Sky
That's
as
6
like
and 6 is 8.
you had like 8 competitive people, and everybody else just gets dumpster trucked most weeks. Like that was unfortunately that's how your conference came out.
Yeah. Prof Man to 8th for Nelson. That's a big one.
Yeah, I don't back it, but sure.
2 streak at the end with positive diff.
Also, I like that you guys have someone on positive diff, and I'm still at minus 10.
I think a lot of the time I've been very conservative with my diff.
I'm pretty sure I've got some people win. I've got like a couple 6-0s in mine.
I put 1 6-0 in. I remember which one that was.
All right.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, there's Azazel.
Azazel, Chris.
So-
Okay, so we've almost like all caught up now, except for Levi on me and Thomas from you two.
And I don't have Harry yet.
And you don't have Harry yet. That's true.
Azazel, when I went through and did the fixtures,
The minus 5 streak. Jesus.
Oh yeah. So 1, I went through them. Initially, I had him 9 and 3.
Wow.
I looked at his draft and went, "Oh no, that's kind of not
Never
great." He probably loses some games. And I went back through and I was like, "No, you lose these games." And then apparently he's going to be 6-1 mid-season and then lose every other game.
I want to see that schedule difficulty for the second half.
So yeah,
And obviously now it makes sense that Nelson backs Christie the most out of the three of us, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's some very evident bias. Yes.
You know, that's fair. I can't exactly.
Also, Christie apparently bottles playoffs in Nelson's world because she's 6-4 and then loses 2.
Ouch.
But hey, it's not as bad as Azazel being 6-1.
Azazel -5. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Into the playoffs.
Into playoffs.
That makes sense.
We have 2
yeah.
Arianas. Me and Nelson believe in the
I have Thomas
Ariana
sneaking in.
Regain, but not quite as much as Joe apparently. Have we now?
Thomas Buttons.
So Joe is missing
Sneaks him in there.
Ariana. Nelson is missing.
I will say Ariana's was one of the ones that I definitely took the draft into account.
Oh yeah, I tried to take into account the drafts, but I didn't know them that well because I looked at.
But
them
like
very quickly,
Ariana's
so-
definitely I knew was very, very good at the time.
Yeah, that's fair. So that's the.
So we're like all equalised on like record.
Yeah, we all
effectively.
7. We all agree that 7-5 is the cutoff, basically.
Yeah. This guy, yeah.
So then we have 2 Finchies and an Ariana.
And there's the Ariana getting in, yeah. 20 diff?
I think, to be fair, Finchie is one of those players that when he wins, he does tend to win big. And
guess.
he doesn't tend to lose by a lot of diff.
I didn't realise that.
That's
a
kind of
big diff.
He also is.
He also took his streak from Azazel.
Yeah, he also starts 2-4, according to Nelson.
And he just picks up.
But then, according to me, he goes 3-5. So, it's, number 4, we have the highest placement of Cat. The lowest.
4th place Cat.
A 4th place
With 8 diff.
Subzan from you, I think, is also interesting.
8 diff, 9-3. Can we talk about that? As mine is 9-3 with 4.
Yeah, wait, what are you guys doing? I just have everybody in Sky win trading. That's what I've decided. They're all just giving away wins. No one wants playoffs. In all fairness, Joe, they do.
I think I put a lot of Subzan wins as one.
Yeah, they have hyper offense, so they are probably not going to get a lot of high Mondiv wins.
Yeah.
So the bronze medal in Sky is going to 3 different people.
Oh my god. Mine and Ben's Isedo and Harry is just swapped.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
crazy.
Yeah, Nelson doesn't like either of them.
I think you've both wildly overestimated Iserdo and Harry.
No, I think I've accurately estimated
different sides.
I think I might have slightly overestimated Harry, but I also went through his fixtures and I didn't disagree with any ones I did. I'm going to
come back to the Levi thing now that he's in playoffs for you two. We've talked about this before. He is 2 sides of the same coin. So him going completely even in my head just made perfect sense. It just happened that he ended up in 8th.
Yeah, you know what, that's kind of fair. I went with that logic, but also Levi's a little bit lucky, so I reckon he gets literally just the bare minimum to make playoffs.
No, he is not. From the Draco miss on me in week 1 of last season.
Okay, he's not always lucky, but I think he's usually gets a little bit.
He's had some sour moments.
2 Subzans.
And there's my Finchie.
Nelson thinks that Subzan is getting 38 Mondiv.
Jesus.
And
yeah, that's a crazy call saying Levi is like.
Also, Joe having 4th place and 2nd place and be on the same record. Interesting.
Yeah, just the compactness.
Yeah, I have.
Because it'll make sense for who the person at the top is. Because it's,
unsurprisingly, guys, we all think that Rai is going flawless.
Rai is walking.
I've apparently decided that Rai is going to show up every single week and just absolutely shit on everybody.
Then me and Nelson are in like the same kind of ballpark.
Yeah, Rai, apparently you're winning every game by like 4.
No pressure.
Guys, you have to remember, we didn't think about this.
Yeah,
we
I looked at every match and went, yeah, Rai probably wins.
Rai wins that.
Just looked at the fixture and goes, yeah, Rai probably wins.
Nelson's in the middle.
Yeah, Nelson's in the middle.
In the middle.
You could probably ask questions about all of these, and we'd be like, we don't know.
You know what? I like Nelson's predictions the most.
I'm gonna get absolutely fucking slated for the other two conferences.
Oh boy,
Mate,
was this the lightest one?
No, I think that Joe has the single-handed worst prediction out of all of us for one of his placements. But
Seriously?
I will tell you which one it is when it comes up. I think the disrespect.
Oh, I thought you meant in this one. Okay.
No. On this one, like I can kind of see.
We're going to bring up
Icedo.
Icedo.
I mean, I do think it's kind of overestimating him, but at the same time, you know. But yeah, Nelson.
I almost had Icedo beating Rai.
Wait,
just for the history.
Oh, I should have made Harry go 2-10.
Yeah, but Nelson, it's also impossible because of how it works. You have to have two people on the same record.
I know, but I don't like it.
All right. Darkness.
What?
Oh god, here we go.
Wait.
I think this is my worst.
So,
think we
what do you mean there's something
should
wrong with
agree with-
Nelson's?
No, he
What's
just
the
feels
one
like
thing?
there's-
No,
No, I
wait,
think
no.
I think he feels like there's something wrong with it.
Scorpiony's that low.
Nelson,
It doesn't add
open
up.
up the sheet
Oh.
and just add up your one.
Oh, I
stuff.
can't be asked to do that now. That's
Oh,
just
you know
wrong.
what? Sark's a
No
big fat
point.
nerd. Sark, you add it up.
What? There should
There
be
should be a
2
2
and
and 10.
I've
On either
probably
Harry
just
or
missed
Icedo.
something.
It's probably Harry based on that diff, right?
Let's
It's
have a quick
probably-
look. Let's have a quick look.
Probably.
Nelson.
Sky.
I'm leaking
Hide
everything.
everything.
I was gonna say I don't know why we're doing this now.
Yeah,
like,
screw it,
it's
whatever.
just like
You
a
know
one
the
digit
general gist.
mistake. Yeah.
Oh well.
It's for 10th and 11th. Come on.
Anyway, next conference. Oh yeah, there you go.
Darkness.
There's the headings.
There you go.
They're at the top.
Why is mine week 1?
Oh yeah.
Well,
12
at least we can.
We agreed on sin. Nelson, you fucking shit on
Nelson
these people
fucking
with diff,
hates
man.
people in third last. Nelson expects the people at the bottom to get shit on week in, week out.
Wait, you've got a note on it, have you? Yeah, sure.
Valid.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, I think it's harsh, but yeah.
Yeah, Darkness is it's pretty big.
Um,
Wolf. Hang on.
Yeah, my bad.
Jeez.
I don't really know how it happened. Apparently, I just don't think he's going to win games.
I also feel bad for Talia and Nelson's because they won week 1 and then just lost everything.
Do they play Sin week 1? I mean, they must
guess.
do, right?
By that logic, yeah.
So Nelson's logic is you have the worst player in the conference, and then the second worst only beats the person below them and nothing else.
Oh my god.
You know what? I respect it. Nelson, you're an elite hater.
Everything.
I really am, but I think it's quite
Okay,
funny.
there you go. I have Failures. Yeah, I'm going to be real, by the way. I didn't look at your guys' stuff for the most
Oh, I
part.
haven't looked at yours either, no. So I knew we'd react like that.
I think Yaga...
Darkness is so compact.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know. You could fucking argue anything. It's just...
Now, Failures,
I don't know.
by the way, you are 1-9.
I
You
do
are-
find
you
it
are
funny
12th
I
for
do
most
find
of
it
the
funny that
season.
Joe has failures going 1-9 and then winning 2 games.
Yeah,
winning the last
you
two.
have Failures as below Leah until the final week, basically. Oh, no, the
Yes,
final 2
yeah.
weeks, sorry.
This is my brain, apparently.
I need to look at some Sark DMs. Oh, yes. I will
Right,
open
I'm going
this.
to once again check on my dog
Some
after the
bit.
last antics. I'm very...
What is Sark? Can you just what is that tier list of? Is that just like you breaking down the thing that you've done? Just DM me the thing. Okay. This
Daniel.
Joe
A.
Kimbo. This is, I think, your worst prediction by far.
I feared this would come up.
I don't understand how you have him 4-8, especially considering you have him 2-8.
I don't know. I don't have anything. I did
Okay,
this.
fair enough.
Does it help that I did this after I came back from a close at work?
Yeah, sure.
But then my Sky makes sense, so I don't know.
I don't know. You're just a
not
Nelson
a massive
hater,
fan
I
of
guess.
Daniel.
I don't know. I don't know how seriously he plays. From what I remember, he's okay, but
Vex, stop.
sorry, we'll go up to 9th, where we see our second
Casper.
Phalanx, our first Casper, and our second Dwarf Butt.
Oh, yeah, mine. I have the note on Dwarf Nelson.
Oh yeah,
Dwarf is
wins
ahead on
head-to-head.
head-to-head because of the diff.
Yeah,
Obviously. I'm back, gamers.
it's alright, Joe.
So
I
we've done
also.
10th and 9th.
Oh yeah, 9th and 10th have been revealed, Nelson. Do you want to talk about 10th place in someone's rankings?
Right. Yeah, I no, I'm just not going to comment. I feel like I'll just annoy myself if I start talking about me feeling I've been placed horrifically low.
I'm sorry. I don't know how that happened.
Also, Failures, I've only put you so low because I need the confidence to beat you.
I am
Otherwise,
11th.
it's chalked.
And then Ben's just actually cashed in on the Casper hate.
I haven't even. No, it's not. I think Casper's okay, but I think this conference is hard.
This
That's
conference
it.
is insane.
8th, Double Yaga Vex.
What?
I think that my 3 from Daniel, Failures, and Vex are I just feel like the 3 of them, in the nicest way possible, don't care enough about doing well. They just here for a bit of fun.
Isn't that how Failures wins then?
Yes.
Yeah,
But I'm assuming the worst to boost my ego when I fight him on
Right.
Wednesday.
Okay.
All right. So
Me and Ben had the same thing with Yaga, apart from one diff.
yeah,
And I guess the games. Because I have him on a 2 streak.
we have our second Vex.
Mhm.
Also, Joe, I like that you were like, "Wow, Vex is so low on Nelson's," but you have him performing
This is how
worse.
much I remembered of my own thing.
Yeah, you have him performing worse, but ranking higher.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Failures apparently is just.
Failures, yeah.
He's just gonna Failures, you know.
I hope not, but
I hope he has fun. That's what I hope.
yeah.
Casper going 6 and 6. Casper will see in a moment. We all clearly agree that Casper is going to do okay.
Do fine.
He's 7 and 5 in Joe's. Nelson has Dwarf making playoffs, which is based as fuck.
Wow.
I think Doof is a fine player, and he's got a pretty nice draft behind him. So I was about to say I'm being pessimistic with him. I'm being optimistic with him.
Joe's note
that's
on
head to
Dwarf
head.
is that he's ahead of Nelson on head
Because
to
their
head.
diff and record is exactly the same.
So yeah, now Vex is all 3 of them gone, and according to doesn't get best third for me either. So none of us thinks Vex makes playoffs.
No.
I have my.
I think Vex would be happy with that though. He didn't want to play this season anyway.
Oh.
I think all 3 of these are interesting.
Yeah. This is where this,
I think
this is where this gets
Joe
short.
thinking that Daniel goes positive, I think is interesting.
I
My
think Daniel, honestly.
only explanation for the rest of mine is I'm backing the underdogs. That's my only explanation.
Oh
from
god,
this point
wait.
onwards.
Who've we not had from Nelson's?
Me and Nelson.
You and Nelson.
Fluky.
Flocky is a given.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Mo.
Okay. I mean, saying theirs is underdogs, sure.
2 of those are underdogs.
Yeah.
I have myself in 5th. I think I've overestimated myself with 8 and 4, personally. I'm a chronic...
Yeah, it's the first time it's come
Yeah,
up.
I know, which is tragically terrifying. Yeah, I'll just go up. Bang. Me and Nelson...
Nelson, Ben.
Me and Nelson agree that Nelson finishes 4th with 9 and 3.
I'm just replacing faith in myself. I'm doing what I did last season because it worked. That's
Yeah,
all.
Joe,
that was my only
I'm
logic.
pretty sure, Joe, that Nelson just has you losing to the 4 people above you.
Yes.
That's it.
That makes sense.
I think he's just gone. Mo's
Well,
good.
that happened in league play last season, didn't it?
I think I
Because I lost to Subzan and Baz.
I think I put myself beating you 1-0, and I think I put a note in it saying it has to happen eventually.
Oh, jeez.
That's the only logic.
I was
behind it.
close to putting it in as a culture one as well, I can't lie.
Nelson having me 3rd in a conference is the biggest throw I've ever seen. It's closely followed by the fact that he thinks I'm going to go 23 positive on Mondiff.
What's on Mo?
That's him.
Is that a
beating Nelson
tiebreak
on
as well?
head-to-head. Yeah. Nelson doesn't like
Wait, so
winning
Nelson
head-to-head.
loses 2 head-to-heads. Jesus.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Nelson goes on
In
a
all
big
fairness, I
3-win
can't blame
streak.
anyone.
Yeah. And then there's 2 Joe Kimbos going 11-1,
So
minus
we're
1.
mutually agreed.
So me and Joe both think that Joe wins every game and then loses
Except
to this
the
man
guy
in the final week.
That is Fluffy. Yeah.
Because Joe and Fluffy play final week in Darkness, by the way, guys, in
That's
case you hadn't
fucking
noticed.
peak.
Also, we all think that Flupke's going to absolutely rinse the Darkness Conference.
Welcome back, Fluffy.
Yeah. Come back in. Yeah, I mean, the odds of anybody going flawless is so low, but also...
This is what happens when you do it based on vibes.
Yeah,
Not, like,
every single matchup I looked at, and I was like, yeah, Flupke probably wins.
Fluffy works.
So yeah, there's Darkness, guys. See, Joe, I got your one correct this time. It's not personal, I just fucked the last one up.
11. Thanks, you good.
11-11.
11-1 and beating Fluffy.
And
11,
what, are you going to lose?
11.
Are you going to lose to Sin? Is that going to be your one loss?
Oh god.
The Robin Hood
Just
of
the Uno
Darkness.
reverse.
Okay, on to time.
Tim bottom is sacrilege.
I know, and I feel bad, but I also have him
Although
getting 3
Nelson
wins.
gave him over 0-12.
Baguette 0-12 is so rude.
I'm really sorry, but like Baguette has like a really. Like,
can we just
really
appreciate
draw.
Nelson is an elite tier hater of the bottom of the conference.
Minus 49,
51,
minus 51.
minus 50,
Holy
minus
shit.
49.
Give an idea of how close Ben's time is, yeah.
I just think the bottom of each conf are way too inexperienced with the game.
I don't think Baguette is inexperienced though. Like I have him bottom, but I don't think it's like that.
I guess I'll just have to disagree on that one, but that's maybe just from personal
this is all
experience,
different.
maybe pettiness.
Nelson
Troubles.
hates new players.
I will have to agree purely because I don't know how good they are. So like if I was unsure on whether they'd win, I just went they'll just lose. I'll just have faith in like the current players.
And then Ben's got Eevee going 3-9. Which we
don't,
now know with the Palafin being a sorting losing.
Don't ask.
That's it.
Don't ask.
I don't think I need to explain Tim's. He gets a couple of wins, but
Yeah, I was going to say,
can't
you're
do too much.
hating on me for putting Tim bottom, but my Tim does better than your Tim.
the Tim technically does better.
Yeah.
Yours is just going to be very compact. I get the. There's Eevee for me.
But Nelson just hates the new player, and me and Joe have got the same bottom 3 pretty much.
Yeah, just a little shift.
I've got Baguette winning 4 games. I'm not entirely sure what 4 games that's going to be, but
Time's just infighting again.
yeah, pretty much.
You mate, you've got dirt glued to your nose. What have you done? No, all the holes have bubbles in them now.
I disagree with both of you severely.
Yes, I agree also, but then I looked through and I didn't see any ones.
I disagree with myself, but I didn't know where else to put
Jeez.
Matthew.
Yeah, I do feel bad because I do think Sark does better than
After
this.
the run we've had with Matthew as well now, at the end of last season.
Someone provided an argument which I, in hindsight, kind of agree with. I don't think it's an accurate representation with what time was last season. I feel like
Sure.
time was not an accurate representation for anyone.
Right, Sark. I know you're upset. I'm sorry. I don't know why.
I think my one failure is it's not even Frubble's hate. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's
So
that's
I
what-
don't have the insight.
Oh mate, I've gone.
So I've given them a few.
I'm pretty sure I've gone the other way.
We've gone 5th. Sword in 9th.
Yeah, mate, my conference is so fucked.
Oof. And Nelson's
I
finally
think
got
all those
Eevee.
4 wins. I think those 4 wins come from me joining Chicken Horse with those 2 and telling Woosh to play the games instead of Eevee.
Oh my god. Yeah. I've put Atch there because weather in drafts just never sits well with me.
That's entirely fair. I can't really argue with that one other than saying it can also do very well. But
Yeah, of
it's 2
course.
sides of the coin. Yeah.
Bang. Right.
Pichu 8th.
Joseph.
I think I
Yeah.
will fully admit that I'm a Pichu hater. I think they're so overrated as a player.
Joseph Kimbo, can you please stop hating
Yeah.
on me for people doing badly than having them on the same record?
This is why I don't remember my own list. Look, I got them finishing 8th, which technically better.
Sark
but-
is also in regretting life. He said your list is really accurate, and then I revealed him.
Yeah. I mean, is he changing this thing? Is he lost
Oh
5
my
again?
god, wait, Joe. 5 in a row. Oh, you also have the new guy going like 3 and 2, which is, respectable, and then just forgetting how to play Pokemon.
Oh, what it is in time. It just seems to have like a fucking chain.
Why has Sark lost 5 in a row? He's probably so tilted about these fucking tier lists that he's bearing witness to that he just tilts himself out.
He
and
tilted
loses.
himself on like week 9.
Who's next?
I'm
Sword.
happy with Matthew there.
I think Sword will go positive this season if he.
I prefer not to
puts some
speak.
effort in.
Pichu as well.
I
just
agree
do a
with
-3.
Nelson. I agree with Nelson. I think Pichu is quite overrated. I don't think he's as bad as Nelson does.
Yeah, 4 and 8.
I don't know. I
Peachu's
think
bad. Yeah,
I think
it's
the
just-
last time they played, they got a little bit lucky, and people just didn't punish them properly, which I think was a victim of other people being poor when they should have been better, which isn't Pichu's fault. But I think that Pichu will just have a fairly average season. Nothing bad, nothing good, just meh.
I really lose that atch when I have poop. We didn't look at like conferences or anything. Again, we just went off vibes.
Yeah, especially vibes, so there's no logic.
Bang.
Atch,
Okay.
yeah. I think Atch has the potential to get there, but
I
I will
love-
see him placing exactly where Joe put him.
I love that
So,
Sword does better in Nelson's conference, but places lower than in Joe's.
So Nelson's is more like top heavy then.
I was gonna say my time is so fucking top heavy.
Yeah.
I also don't.
Oh
I
no, you know what,
disagree
Ray?
with my.
I respect
rankings
if Pichu
time.
does well. Like, I don't hate the guy. I just, from what I've seen, I feel like he's a fairly mid-pack player.
So the only person that Ben doesn't share with us right now is Frobbles.
Mayhaps.
Yes, and the only person I don't share with you guys is Sark.
What does Joe not share? Oh, Pichu.
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 Oh, there you go. Oh, there's all three.
There's
my
Pichu.
God.
Yeah, there we
There's
go.
all
But
three.
Just scrape it, just coming in.
Oh my god, Nelson.
I'm
9 and
I'm
3
a
and
firm-
5th.
I say this every fucking season.
Wow.
I am so ready for Sark to come and farm. Like
Also,
I
can we appreciate that Nelson has Sark as going 9 and 1, and then bottling top of the conference?
my
I think
God.
I 9 and 3 is arguably worse than 4. We're gonna have to explain that. Wait,
Ben's
my
stream
agenda
died.
stream.
Has it?
Yeah,
the
the screen
screen
share
share
died.
So it did.
Sark, I even tried to have faith in you, and now
What's
you're
the
insulting me.
Frobbles?
Why is Sark insulting me for having faith in him?
Oh dear.
No,
Sark wanted, like,
I'm
6 and
perfectly
6.
rating you. I'm
like,
such a
that's
strong
about it.
Sark. I'm such a
Yeah,
strong.
he wanted like 7 and
Sark.
5 or 6 and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Sark believer.
Baz 4th, huh?
Also, yeah, Baz, you were asking if any of us had you 7 and 5. All of us have you doing significantly better than 7 and 5.
Yeah.
This Baz ranking felt so harsh. Even just putting him in 4th.
He's
Yeah.
9 and 3 with 20 diff, and you have him 4th.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You think that time
I don't
is
want
going
to
be
comment
the
on
most...
that. Because
I-
10 and 2 is my 4th.
Wait,
And
yeah,
if you
what the
have-
fuck?
I have mastered. Yeah, I only have Master J beaten Baz by 1 diff. That's so funny.
I have Gil being Master J by 1.
I have Gil beating Master Joe by 1 diff as well.
What the hell?
But they just both lose 2 more games.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's just a pan across.
Boom.
Wow, I
Wow,
wonder who
guys,
topped.
Yeah.
we all think that the same person's going to win the
really-
conference.
The minute after I submit, like I say, submit the sentence to you, Ben, I disagree with Sniper being first. No disrespect to Sniper, but I have since changed what I think would happen.
So who do you think would be top now?
Gil?
Oh, no, I think their draft is garbage,
Mm.
so no. Stinky prediction.
I forgot to take into account what happened with Sniper last season after she almost lost to the 2 worst people in the conference. And I feel like this is the gen where you can't afford to do this.
I agree with Sniper being on top, but I definitely don't agree with the run through of Sniper.
No, this
I
is what I
think
mean.
like the top 4 are all like tradery.
Yeah, this is what I mean with Rye. This is why I regret my decision. I wholly agree with what Rye said.
I should have Baz on a 10 streak, by the way.
Oh my.
So he goes 1-1 and then he just goes pew.
Who does he play week 1?
I think it's the week 2 game. I think I have him losing to Master J.
Oh, fair.
And then he just steamrolls. Well, not steamrolls, but then he like beats Sniper week 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
To like keep
I just have everybody and their mum win trading in my conference.
Yeah, I mean, right. There's only so many times that we can. I know that you know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. There's only so many times we can say we did this off fucking vibes.
Yeah, we also.
It's just after work at like midnight.
I shit you not. I spent no longer than 3 seconds on every match.
If I did this properly, this would look so different.
Honestly, I think Ben's is most accurate. Oh, come on, Tim.
Let's go,
I mean,
Tim!
You can say Ben's is the most accurate and have an accuracy of like 10%. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go from like 5 and 2.
Okay, now it's time for the silly stats.
What is this?
What the fuck is this?
We don't know about this, me and Nelson. This is just a Ben thing.
The silly stats. Once you see what's happening, you're going to understand real quick what's happening. So,
Just average placements or something?
So all 3 of us did separate predictions, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I just did an average?
Oh, no.
Okay.
What?
So this is an average of each conference. So this is now Time, Darkness, Sky.
Why do you?
But this is the average of. This is the average if you average all of our win losses.
So you have a Baguette placing 1.6.
I'm certain. No, if you take how many wins we all gave him and divide it by 3.
Oh, that's the record.
Yes, that's the record, and that's the diff.
I'm sorry, Sid.
Wait, so you have him going 6 and 10?
No, I have him.
It's 1.6.
It's 1.6 to 10 to 10.3.
Oh, 1.6.
It's just decimal.
I'm sorry, Sin.
We're all very sorry.
No one
Sin.
gave Sin. Oh.
In all fair. Oh no, wait, yeah, Sin is the only 0.
Yeah, Peep had a win, I think, from Ben, right?
Yeah, it's from me. Yeah.
Jeez.
Essentially, yeah, he went 5 and 31 combined. Thank you, Sarg.
That's
Yeah. Huh.
Then we decided Tim was 12th. Leah was 12th.
I like
and
how
Kaufman was 12th.
Leah, like Darkness so far has just been flat numbers.
Yeah, I know. Darkness was actually really annoying. There's more of them there, and it's actually irritating. So yeah, there's that.
Okay.
Then we had Evie, Yaga, and Azazel.
That feels bad for Azazel.
Darkness once again.
4 and
Just
8.
4 and 8.
Evie's 3 and 9.
Evie's 3 and 9. So far, Leah is the only player with just a perfectly acceptable
Oh, Yaga.
statistic. No, the minus 15 is also a whole number.
Yeah.
Okay, then we go up to Frubbles got tanked by Nelson, by the way.
Jeez.
Yeah, you had Frubbles 8th, I had Frubbles like 5th, Nelson had them in 12th.
I think I tanked Christy a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then we all tanked Failure. In some form or another.
Me and Nelson had him 5 and 7. It's just that you
I
put
remember
him
11.
3 and 8 or
Yeah.
something. 3 and 9 even.
3 and 9.
Then we have Harry
Daniel.
in 9th on average.
Because Daniel
It's
was
kinda
you
crazy.
two.
Yeah.
They have the exact same records except for diff. That's great. I like that.
0.3 diff.
Yeah.
We'll be contacting the manager regarding Nelson's predictions of Darkness. Jesus.
Yeah, let me just grab the manager.
Then, as a whole,
I'm
we
the
decided that Thomas.
I love how neutral Ash is.
Yeah, it's pretty
0
average.
diff.
Yeah, it's perfect, isn't it?
Okay.
We have Vex with 1.
Sark with X and I said
Also, I can't.
the Holy Trinity.
I'm just going to ignore that. It's going to be the same error on my other silly stats page. Then we have Casper going 6 and 6, making playoffs.
I like Cat being there.
Yeah, Cat, that's fun. I tanked Cat's rating a lot.
You did a bit, yeah.
Boom. Wait,
Nelson finished 5th even with me.
yeah.
Jeez.
And we're 15 diff, even with you as well.
That's
Pichu
crazy.
going 6-6, which is just my prediction,
There
I
you
think
go.
is fun. So, you know, my brain's big. Then we just go from 6-6 to 9-3 in time. But
Yeah,
there was a clear divide on who we thought was doing well in that conference.
top 4. Yeah.
Apparently, I'm finishing 4th in my conference. Don't back it whatsoever.
All right.
But, you know, we move.
This is going to be the streamers. Oh, I'm ahead of Mo. Okay.
I also
I thought
don't
Nelson's
think...
thing would have been.
I don't,
Would have put me
I
behind
don't
him.
think I've done my diff correctly, by the way. 13
But
plus
it's fine, it's not the
23
end of the
plus
world.
12 is not 39. It's in
not the end
fact,
of the world,
it
I
is in
wouldn't
fact
say Oh, whatever.
46. Which is...
I mean, there you
Oh
go.
no, it's 48. What am I on about?
Sure.
There you go. Sorry, it was just annoying me that it was wrong. Then we have you in second, Baz in second, and Subzan in second. Joe with
I like
just
my
a
diff.
clean 10 and 227. Just
Yeah.
clean. And then
And that's
we
just
have
all the 12 and 0 people.
Sniper.
Right, we were
averages-
45.3 diff
Yeah,
on
I know.
average.
It's absurd.
What is that? So, assuming it's like 12 weeks. That's almost 4 diff a game.
Yep. Averaging 3.5 diff a game.
Yeah.
Um,
What's Silly Stats 2 then?
oh, don't worry. Silly Stats 1 is not over.
Oh my god.
So
what?
this is the
Oh,
average
no.
time conference. The silly part is when you have the total time conference.
Oh no.
Where
it's
you just
stacked
add
together.
up all the big silly numbers.
Can we just blame all the bottom numbers on Nelson for the diff?
I like that we have minus 130,
Stins on the 100.
129, and
Oh, I am-
107.
I am half of Baguette's total diff.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
But yeah,
Fucking
oh
gave
my
him like
God.
40 odd.
Yeah, 49, yeah. That's crazy.
my
I'm going to
gosh.
do this one a little bit quicker because it's the same, just times 3.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
this took way too
Minus
long.
2. I love the people in the middle.
Yeah, 18 and 18 from Casper. but
Actually, it's
8.
just on 0, but he's 16 and 20.
Yeah.
See where the diff picks up in time, huh?
Yeah, 14, 62.
62. 81, 70, 81, 136.
136.
It's so stupid.
This looks stupid as well.
Yeah, who did that? What a fucking shitter.
So now, I should have color coded this, but I didn't. But this is, I just smashed them all together. So this is every single person from every conference.
Oh, this is the net
This is
standings.
the net standings.
Right, can we have a 36-week draft? I think that'd be so fun.
I would die.
So this is the group standings. Oh my. You know what, I'm in the
Lol,
top 16.
Casper's been
I'll
gate
take
kept
it.
for playoffs.
Yeah, I know. Casper 70 made me so happy for no reason. Also, according
What's
to
the
the
top four?
streamers, oh, the top 4. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that everyone had seen the bottom couple. There's the top 4. Just absolutely
You, have,
fucking
you guys have
stupid.
scored high for hating his draft. There's lots of players who've won with.
This is
like,
dumb.
I have the same diff as Gil and Techo, ironically.
I think that's quite funny.
Oh yeah, Gil just
Screenshot
farms
this
diff.
seeding next season.
Yeah.
Oh yes, because we are the prime.
This is the seeding.
Oh yeah, this is exactly correct. Do you want me to scroll down a little bit, Faye, so you can get the bottom 4? There you go.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Yeah, there you go. That is what I spent my weekend thinking. I also made it yellow because League.
all
Am
There
I
you go.
finally allowed to go to bed?
not yet.
No, we've got to read Sark's thing. Sorry.
Fuck's. Oh
Um,
yes.
Yeah, sorry, I can't not include you, Failures. My bad. Right. Oh, this does open. Oh my god.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Oh, these are people's.
Oh, this
Tier
is
lists, are they?
yeah. So this is the average ranking of tier list. This is what people generally consider to be the worst draft. Is the Crusters.
Yaga.
Consistently being ranked in the bottom 9.
Okay, I'm spotting 2 17ths of Sin immediately.
Oh, why have I done that?
F and R, or F and N, are on 17th for Sin. So I've bumped him up a bit. He also has 22.
People can read this, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're on phone, Matthew, you're going to struggle. The Excel link? Oh. This does work. What is this? Is this the same thing? Oh, it's the same thing.
Oh, and he has the conferences on the side as well. Since the draft is good. Okay.
There you go. Now you guys can see more things.
What's the Glaceons?
30?
No, but...
Oh.
What's the final number? Yeah, it's somewhere between those. They wanted 7.
Good.
Didn't read any.
Yeah, I forgot that it's not my spreadsheet. I'm so used
Wait, someone had a flat, some flat numbers up there.
25.
There was one up the top as well.
Chrissy got but 8. Did
Damn.
Tim not rank
that's
the new
Tim.
draft?
Tim just didn't rank dwarf. Because did he not have nicknames?
Oh, Tim's is on nicknames, isn't it?
Usually he is.
Um.
Someone has who's on 13? Oh, Ben's exactly on 13.
Oh, let's go! I'm the 8th best.
I'm a lot higher than I should be. I'm 5th.
You got
11.3.
Twice. 3
1,
times.
1, 5, 16, 9, 10, 17, 17, 26, 29, 9, 1, 16.
Oh yeah, sorry Joe, I put you 17th.
Ariana and Casper are fucking haters. For real.
Yeah, Baz apparently on average has the best draft.
That
Only
makes
being
sense.
placed outside of the top 4 twice.
By Mo and Yaga.
The average ranking in the different conferences. Darkness on average have the slightly better drafts.
That makes sense.
I suppose that makes sense with Vex, Mo, you and me in the top 8. Half the top 8 are Darkness.
Yeah.
But then we also have some of the worst drafts.
So, apparently. The failures is down there as well.
Time almost as good. Then Sky just bad at drafting. Guys, what are you doing?
That's Sky.
And then what was the other thing you sent me, Sog? That was it, right?
He sent you both speeds.
Oh yeah, he just sent me both versions so I could
Right. I don't know what we've learned.
I believe we're done. There you go.
I don't know what we've learned.
And I now go to bed and cry with the knowledge that I haven't eaten cookies tonight.
For God's sake.
You sent a tier list. Oh, you did. You did.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Here we go.
It's just got Baz, Vex, and then...
This is like...
specific estimates.
Yeah, this is the different groupings, I think, of the drafts by rating. I think that's what Sark said.
Oh, right. I mean,
I'll take
they were great.
Don't think I've
Wasn't
ever
going
been-
about it.
Don't.
Mark, you're a mug. No, that's really funny. Yeah,
Casper
kind
tiers
of
are like the
kind
big
of
jumps. Okay. Casper, I feel like has been disrespected a little bit though.
Still an A.
As a Casper hater, that's weird for me to say.
He's in the top half.
True.
Like, comfortably.
Yeah. I think mine
Yeah,
is...
it's always interesting how people's tier list's different.
I think my draft is too high. I don't think it is as good as the ones it's surrounded by, but hey ho, we move. I also think that Nelson is nowhere near us, and that confuses me, but we move.
Baz has like the penthouse apartment.
Yeah, Baz just chilling. He's got Vex and the goons as his bodyguard.
Vex is his bodyguard, yeah. And we've got Master J, Sin, and Yaga as the receptionists. Like the ground floor. They get the garden, I guess.
For fuck's sake. Right. Yeah, that's the stream, guys. Thanks for watching 3 hours of basically
Take away what
no
you want from
information.
that. There isn't, yeah. Get your games done by next week. We're not being kind on scheduling this time, so make sure you actually play.
I'm not even the receptionist. I'm the basement. I'm in the
The
basement.
basement.
I am the basement.
I have become the basement.
Okay, good night,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, bye.
See ya.
I'm tired. See ya.